I'm obligated.
I have obligations. See, that's Spanish for obligations.
Spagations.
Espanoles.
Do you obla?
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Do you speak it?
Do you speak it, motherfucker? You heard what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Who's got blue?
I really hope we already are going.
Welcome to A to Z Movie Night, where a few film nerds gather around a bottle of whiskey, Jameson tonight. Send us some free shit, Jameson, to watch a movie.
Come on, sponsor us.
A to Z Movie Night may contain spoilers and is intended for a mature audience. Listeners' discretion is advised.
No, these idiot kids. All you history buffs listening, you know what I'm talking about? You got that reference. I mean, he just laid down on a slab. And that's a great one, too. I got nothing. That's a great one. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
He's like, my name's Zach Bowman, and you know, I just really like movie too. It has nothing to do with my.
And he drank every day starting at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, I'm your host, Aaron. I'm here with my co-host. I got Zach sitting right here. I got Tim sitting right over there.
Hello.
And I got David.
Hello.
Say hi, boys. Tonight we're watching Groundhog's Day starring Bill Murray, and it's also a special little thing because it's
Happy
Tim's
birthday,
birthday.
Tim.
Happy birthday, my dude.
Yeah,
it's
happy
your birthday
birthday.
episode.
I guess this will be my birthday. Yes, my birthday is Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. So that's
For
why
your-
we're doing this.
For those of y'all not familiar with the film, I'll fill you in a little bit. A cynical TV weatherman finds himself reliving the same day over and over again when he goes on location to the small town of Punxsutawney to film and report about their annual Groundhog Day. His predicament drives him to distraction until he sees a way of turning the situation to his advantage.
Excellent.
Starting at the beginning of the movie in 3, 2, 1.
If you'd
your
like to
glasses
watch
up.
along with us.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Hella cheers.
I don't know
Cheers.
if we always make that prevalent that you can watch along with us.
That's
at
how
that
it is
countdown.
intended.
Yeah, it is intended to be watched along
This
with us.
is a movie commentary.
I'm doing this cheers for Tim's birthday. That's what,
Yeah.
that's what I'm drinking.
First to Groundhog Day.
How old are you
Happy
now?
birthday.
You're still 30, right?
He's fucking old.
It's 30.
I'll be 31. Finally
30
31.
years old.
Not dead. Not dead yet.
And
Harold
also,
Ramis.
Also, I don't think you could really mess up by watching a different version of this. I'm pretty sure there's only one edit.
Are there
and
alternate
version.
cuts?
Well, there's like the TV edit, I
Yeah.
guess you could say.
God.
Where they cut out those words and
Yeah.
So someone's at home right now. And
But if you're
they're just
watching
like,
on VHS
come
or
on
DVD,
TBS.
cue us up on TBS.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do
Yeah.
commentary on the commercials. Although that would be funny.
Yeah, don't watch us on TBS because every fucking year on Groundhog's Day, TNT
That- I mean,
or
that would-
TBS,
that would kinda be
they'll
fun.
play it all day long.
That's
Find
one of the-
like
that's
find
one-
like a dub or a recording of like somebody recorded the movie on
And we just
TBS
goof
and we
off the
goof on the
commercials.
commercials.
on the
you know?
commercials
Yeah.
too. Oh, we should do that one time.
That
We
would be
gotta
fun.
find one first.
That's one of the reasons they picked Groundhog's Day is because it was a not so often used holiday that they could make the film popular.
Like celebrate, yeah.
Yeah, this definitely made my birthday popular. Thank you, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
94? Maybe earlier.
I'll tell you what, there's no Boxing Day movies, you know what I mean? So you can go suck it.
Is that the
Boxing
same?
Day.
It's around the same day, right? 93.
93? Yeah.
What, Boxing
Bill
Day?
Murray was
Yeah.
pretty much in his prime at this point.
Peak Murray? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
this is peak Murray season. Chris Elliott. I love Chris Elliott. If y'all don't know who Chris Elliott, if you've never seen the movie Cabin Boy,
Oh, yeah.
go watch Cabin Boy.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
He's-
yeah, yeah. Scary Movie 2.
He's their PA, right?
Yeah, Scary Movie 2. He's great.
Speaking of Bill being in his prime.
Can we get
they-
some volume on old Bill?
Yeah, I'd like to hear his sweet dulcet
Speaking of old
tones.
Bill, he is getting kind of old these days.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Oh,
ancient.
he's up there.
He's getting up there.
You know what, though? But he doesn't stress about shit, so he's probably going to live to be 100.
Have you seen that documentary on Netflix
Yeah.
where he just like pops up in random places
Yeah.
and like
I always wanted
Yeah.
to. Is it good?
joins bands and stuff? It's okay.
Goes to house parties.
Sometimes it's just like he feels like he's a little full of himself.
He's the prime spot in somebody's wedding.
Yeah,
He just, like,
and he's
shows
like,
up.
I'm Bill Murray. You're not gonna tell me no.
Yeah, he's like,
That just made your wedding.
What?
Yeah, it's like that. Is that no one's gonna believe you?
Yeah,
thing,
it started with that, where he just tapped somebody on the shoulder in a bar and said, "I'm Bill Murray," and guess what? Nobody's gonna ever fucking believe you when you tell them this story,
For your information,
which is genius.
there is a major network.
It's just weird. It's like he's like considered a comedy genius, but like his most recent work he's had a couple of little ones, but like he's never really done as well as he used to.
He's very selective about his roles.
very. And he doesn't have an agent. He has an 800 number that you have to call. And pitch him.
He's very quirky, very cynical.
Well, he's like
that's why they could never
postmodernist.
get a Ghostbusters 3 made, because he was always the holdout. They was like, I'm not going to fucking do that again.
Do you know why that is? It involves this film.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His rift with Harold Ramis.
You know what? Let's go ahead and get
They-
that out of the way. Let's expound upon
I didn't
that.
They had a big falling out.
In this film, because they were saying it's his heyday.
He directed this.
Mm-hmm.
Harold Ramis wrote it.
Ramis did.
Ramis wrote it, and it was all like jokes and all funny, but our boy here wanted to make it a little more significant.
Yeah.
So he rewrote the script himself. Bill Murray did,
Really?
to make it more serious, to make it be more impactful.
It's dark too.
Make it darker. It's a dark humor.
He was also going through a divorce at this time.
Which
So
one? Ramis
So he had a-
or
no, Bill Murray. Yeah, there's
he had a
lot of
very
shit
cynical
going on.
outlook on things.
Yeah. And he just refused to talk to Ramis after a while because Ramis
Oh,
had
so
this
like this movie is like kind of
That's
a
where the rift
reflection
started.
of real life. Then
They didn't speak for
20 years.
Yeah.
20 years
God
after this film.
dang.
And then he probably died soon after that. I mean,
Harold Ramis-
That's
yeah,
the
he
only
did die.
reason that they spoke again. It's because someone said, "Hey, Ramis is dying. Will you
dying.
please go squash the beef?"
Yeah.
And Murray was like,
if you're
"Okay."
gonna do it now.
Yeah,
And
Wow.
they did put it to rest before he passed.
yeah.
Good for them.
I think that's in large part why we never had that other Ghostbusters
Yeah.
film was
It's
because
he's
I will
gone,
tell you though,
though.
Ghostbusters
And then Dan
3
Aykroyd
though,
got super fat.
Ghostbusters 3 does exist.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a video
game on
game.
the Wii.
Yeah.
and
it
they
was
were all
written-
involved.
They were all involved. It was all.
Oh,
it was
that's
written by
right,
him,
yeah.
Harold Ramis wrote it. Yeah, I think.
The last good thing I remember seeing him in was Steve Zissou, The Life Aquatic.
That's my favorite film of all
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
I really love that movie.
my
I mean, he
favorite.
was hilarious in Zombieland. You know, his little cameo he did.
Yeah.
Broken Flowers is pretty good.
That was okay. And
I did not like the
Lost
one he
in-
did with
Lost in
Scarlett.
Translation. I like that.
I didn't
Lost
like
in
it.
Translation?
Yeah. I didn't
I
like
love
that
it.
movie.
Well, you don't like
Thought it was
you don't like
pretentious.
art house films. So.
I thought it was too pretentious.
It is kind of pretentious.
I want to see how good her acting
But you
is.
do get to see ScarJo's titties in that
She's
movie.
been in a lot of other things. Was she in?
Don't you?
I recently
think you
no
just
see her
you
butt.
don't. You
I
see
did.
her butt in the
You see
opening
her
credits.
butt, yeah.
Oh no.
She's in sheer panties, but I mean, probably. I'm not sure. But this
I don't
woman,
pay
Andy,
attention to those
are you
things.
talking about Andy McDowell?
yes,
right here?
I recently watched 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Is that the one where all of her lines were dubbed over?
I all I know is her acting is
If she
flat
still looks good.
and horrible,
Yeah.
and I love that film. but
Andy
she's-
McDowell.
I loved her in 12 Monkeys.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a movie we should do one day.
She was in
That's gonna be a
Michael.
hard one to do.
That's
my
a hard
man.
one. Terry Gilliam, but that 12 Monkeys.
Do you remember the movie Michael with John Travolta?
Yeah.
Where he
Yes,
was,
yes, we should do that. We should.
he
That was part of
Oh,
John
yeah.
Travolta's resurgence.
He's the archangel Michael coming
yeah.
down just to have sex. He was
Yeah.
literally like,
Yeah.
Just
"Yo,
to get
I'm-
laid.
I'm inhabiting this human body because I want to have sex.
You know what?
And
I
he runs
don't,
around with
I,
Andy McDowell.
I realize I can't think. I don't like watching John Travolta act.
Oh, I hate him.
Like I can't. I just.
He's horrible.
I can't. Like I watch movies that I like that he's in, but I just don't like him as an actor. I really don't.
I don't
Fucking
even
Face
like
Off,
him
my
in Pulp
dude.
Fiction. And the bad wig he was wearing. So Punxsutawney is actually people
a
listening to
place.
this are probably like, are they ever going to start talking about the fucking
Yeah,
movie?
right,
So-
Well, it's the intro
It is directed
montage.
by
It's
Ramis.
the intro
Oh,
montage.
okay, yeah, yeah.
He also
getting-
just wrote it.
Directed and written.
And that's the place from
That's a
Ghostbusters.
fucked up looking building.
The front end looks
same
like
color
it.
It's very
Wow.
similar. They actually
It's a
picked
color
it.
It's like they said, yeah, just make whatever red you want to make red. Just fill that shit in.
There is actually a town called Punxsutawney.
But this is not Punxsutawney.
I think last year or the year before, when they did the big ceremony, they dropped the fucking groundhog on his head,
shit.
and he died.
no.
Yeah,
Get outta
like
here.
in a couple recent years.
They
In
do it
recent,
every
in
year
recent
there.
history, he was like so old that the mayor dropped him and he fucking died. So they got it. They had to get a new Punxsutawney film.
They shot it in Woodstock, Illinois.
About an hour away from Punxsutawney, from what I understand.
The Punxsutawney didn't. It
Is
didn't
it
have
really?
a town
Yes.
center that looked
Yes.
good on camera.
Correct. And
Punxsutawney's Pennsylvania, though, right?
Yeah, I thought it was
I thought it was
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Punxsutawney were actually pissed that they didn't use Punxsutawney for the film,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't give them any,
Yeah.
how do you say,
Tax
press
credits?
about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But they did come onto the set to make sure that it looked legit.
Oh,
That they were
yeah.
portraying their town
Yes,
correctly.
They wouldn't let
and not
them
in a
use
bad
they
light.
wouldn't let them
groundhog.
use the real
They wouldn't let them
groundhog.
use the groundhog.
Yeah.
Well, they
Oh
didn't-
yeah, they're very fucking
because they
like,
felt
protective.
snubbed.
It's
Yeah.
a big deal for them.
Well, they felt
That's their
snubbed
claim to fame.
because it wasn't filmed.
Well,
there.
no one-
well, it's like they're saying this is Puxatawny, and then you're going to go to Puxatawny,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't look because they went somewhere else because they had a shitty town square.
Yeah, but did anybody not tell them that every single groundhog looks exactly the same?
Right? Who cares?
They all look exactly the same.
They're probably trained.
Is this like the
They're
same
probably
town
trained.
square where they filmed Back to the Future and
Oh,
Gremlins
shoot, maybe.
and
It has the same similar feel.
Yeah,
that
that
square, the town
circle,
square.
yeah,
So this movie actually
it was in planes, trains, and automobiles.
created a lot of business for this town.
that was Harold Ramis too, wasn't it? I think.
This place that he's in right now, that's a bed and breakfast, was a house at the time. It is now a bed and breakfast.
Oh dang,
So you can actually go stay in the room.
dude! I would
that
love to
Bill
go
Murray-
and stay
It's
there.
probably
Like,
constantly booked.
yeah, I would love to wake up, watch Jeopardy. You know what I mean? Kind of like relive that sort
Listen
of day,
to Babe.
but only once.
I got you, babe.
Only once. Yeah, I want to hear "I Got You, Babe." I want to
Yo,
wake
this
up to
movie
it.
made me fucking hate Sonny and Cher.
Do you set that as your alarm clock on your birthday every
That's a
year?
good idea.
It's not, I mean, come on. I mean,
That'd be kind of scary if I did wake up on my birthday. And
what would you do?
what was the movie recently?
Only imagine.
The Tom Cruise movie, Live, Die, Repeat. What was it called?
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of
or,
Tomorrow, yeah.
That was basically Groundhog
movie.
Day.
But
yeah,
with aliens.
Action.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
It
It's,
was
was,
fucking
yeah.
fantastic.
it's really good. That kind of went under the radar.
Yeah.
But that movie was basically Groundhog Day with aliens.
With action. Yeah.
Did you sleep well, Mr. Connors?
You know, talking about the song though, like "I Got You, Babe." The reason why you hate it, I think they picked a really good song because it's like if you hear it
very
over, it's
repetitive.
maddening.
Yeah, it's
And
exactly.
like, they're trying to
That's
like
part of
put
why
you-
he starts
yeah.
going fucking crazy.
It's maddening. Like this whole situation is so maddening. Like imagine living the same shit that
the
many
same
days.
annoying people. Like he just has to deal with this woman this one time, and then he's leaving, and now he has to deal with her every morning
And he's
Yeah.
for the rest
like
of his
everyone's
Well,
so bright
he
and
can go out
cheery.
the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's so bright and cheery, and he's such a brooding bitch. You know what I mean? it's
Yeah, and that just pushes you. Knowing every day you're going to wake up to that same fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's why people shoot their husbands and wives eventually after just years and years of
It's like he clears his throat after
Yeah.
after he drinks water or something, you know. And
The way he
and you
chooses
pick up on it,
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you pick up on it, it's just
Will
like
you be checking out today, Mr. Connors?
Chance of departure today.
So what would you do if you had this situation?
oh everything.
I would probably shoot her day 2.
There,
I'd probably shoot that bitch in the fucking face
there would
day 2.
there would be a murder spree, at least
Yeah.
a couple.
Fuck it, why
Yeah.
not?
yeah, one yeah. I'm sure.
I
there-
would definitely
spree.
kill some people.
There would
why
be,
would you not? There's no
I would
consequences.
definitely do a little bit of
I
murdering.
would try to hook up with every woman in the town, which he kind of
Now, are you saying
mean-
hook up or are you saying
I'm gonna fuck.
rape?
I might even start fucking dudes, honestly. If I was
Let's
stuck
fucking
in
try it
my
out.
house-
Why not?
Wow,
Hey, because when you
let's-
wake
why
up the
not?
next
Am I
day,
gay?
It's a
Yeah,
race.
You're
Am
not
I
well,
gay.
hey,
That's fine.
yeah.
You're not gay. Not gay.
does herpes follow you to the new day, or can you just fuck whatever
the calories
and
don't
wake up
follow you.
clean the next day?
Yeah.
You don't get fat. Calories don't follow you. Herpes can't follow you.
You eat whatever you want, fuck whatever you want.
I would do a lot of just horrible.
This
horrible
guy,
things.
I can never remember like all the other stuff. He always plays like
He always
super
plays
annoying.
guy.
I'd love to find the
was
fastest
in-
vehicle in town and see how far I can get.
I'm sure you do that.
Ned
one day.
Ryerson.
He was in
Needle
some,
nose Ned.
120 miles an hour.
Steven
Just
His needle nose Ned.
Stephen Tobolsky.
Do you guys do you know the theory about this movie and this guy
He was
and
in
his
Memento.
character?
so the extra here, not the main character.
No,
The-
yeah,
The
yeah.
extra.
Needle nose
and
Ned. So
Silicon Valley.
there's a fun theory.
around this same time. He was in a lot of movies.
He's in a lot of movies. There's
He
a
was,
fun
he was
theory
big in the
about Needle
90s.
Hey yo. All right, so there's a theory that Needle's nose Ned
yeah.
here is the devil,
Yeah.
right? So theory that he's a devil, and what he's doing right now is because he has a contract. He's a life insurance salesman, right?
That is genius.
He's a
Yeah,
life insurance
I like
salesman,
it.
and he's offering Bill Murray life insurance, and it comes with a
almost like
contract.
a way out.
Yeah, and he's like,
And he's very
Bill
pushy,
Murray is
too.
like, he's like, fuck you, and then watch what happens when he denies him.
Yeah. Bam.
His first,
yeah.
so
like,
maybe
his first bead in a string of very bad events happens right after
Right
does
after he
that.
denies.
are you
the-
saying maybe he put him in the loop?
He might have put him in the loop.
Is the
Because
devil.
it's
the
never
loop? The
explained,
loop
right?
started right there.
That's the theory. Is it like
The loop started
his
right there.
denial
Turn that
of the
down.
devil? Yeah,
Oh,
because
Say,
you know,
okay, now I'm
arch-
going to make you learn a
yeah.
lesson.
Yeah.
In archetypal stories, the devil comes
And he
in
said,
disguise.
and he said that
yeah.
was the first step.
Yeah.
So the
I
first
think
episode,
the loop started.
easy.
The loop started right then when he stepped in that
It's a
puddle.
fun theory that he's the devil.
It's a pretty,
And I mean,
because he's the first guy he really interacts with, other than the bitch inside.
he's a first student Punxsutawney, and really,
He's the first guy that approaches him and
Maybe
offers
the sweet lady
him
is
something.
God.
and I hate
Maybe
to,
if he would have been
angel.
if he would have been nice
her,
to the
she
lady,
could have been an
He
angel.
wouldn't have even showed up.
yeah, if he wouldn't have been a dick to her.
And the thing is like I hate to skip ahead, but just so I can like kind of complete the theory and move on is his last day. You know, his perfect day that allows him to move on. He signs life insurance with him. That's one of the things he
Yeah.
says. And he wakes up the next.
Oh, holy hell!
Yeah, I hate to skip ahead, but just to
Ooh.
close out that thought.
I think
yeah.
I'm going to buy into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know. But
Well, would you now? We were talking about what
Is
would
it
you
Gobbler's
do?
Knob? Is that what it said?
Yeah, no, that's what it's called. That's what that hill is called. It's called Gobbler's Knob. It's
Knob.
ridiculous.
Knob gobbler.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
Gobbler's Knob.
What were you gonna say, Tim?
So Bill Murray's character is basically just like fuck this. Like he's on assignment.
He's done this before.
Yeah, he just didn't want to come to this podunk fucking little town.
He's been doing it for his.
Yeah.
I think that's the other tip is like he's been doing this his whole life. He's just like, God damn it, like
It just feels so
it's-
repetitive.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fuck, I'm on another stupid ass location assignment with these fucking
fluff piece.
idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
he's
doing
like,
a
I don't
fluff
give a
piece.
fuck about this dumbass little town.
Isn't there a bit about like he got like a better job offer or something? Like he's about to leave
or
the
that he got
didn't get-
turned down for a better job
Yeah,
offer,
so
I
he's
think.
just
He got
done.
passed up and now he still has to do this stupid shit.
You like your guys with the prominent upper teeth?
No.
So talking more about and that guy that plays the mayor who's
He's in every. Yeah,
he's in
so much stuff.
So much shit. His voice.
Also bigger than. Yep.
Bigger than
That guy's
90s.
name?
God, that guy was in so many movies in the 90s.
Buster Green.
Oh, he's a mayor. I don't know.
Yeah, the mayor. But like,
Dude.
would you ever do something like
Oh, he was in
commit
fucking everything.
suicide like he
Ghostbusters.
does in this movie? Like,
Several
try to
times.
jump in?
Yeah. Oh
Several
yeah.
times.
Would you jump off a building or
I
something?
know Zach would probably by day
Because when
5.
you hit the ground, you just wake
I don't know
up.
how long it would take me, but Zach
Five?
would really quick.
No, I would probably get into the weird shit.
I'd be
by
ter-
I'd have to have a lot of fun first.
I'd be trying some weird ass drugs and
I would
shit.
probably
hell
go.
yeah.
I would go to the fun. Day 5's about right because after day 3, I would kind of like really click to it, and then I'd be like, and then I'd start having fun with it, and then like 2 days of having fun with it, I would just wake up the next morning and be like, how the fuck am I getting back home?
Now I'm gonna do some weird.
Or, like,
go.
we
in
have
the
people we
desert,
love, though,
do the
so
desert
it's
and
like-
do some peyote and fucking. I'd be trying all shit all over the world.
It would take me a couple of weeks to
You try to
convince
do some
myself.
DMT
I would
and talk
spend-
to God.
I would
and
spend
say,
time
I'm
to
yeah,
sorry
see how
for
far
what
I
talk to
did.
God and be like, "What are you doing
Yeah,
to me,
that's
dude?"
what I was talking about. The
Oh
car.
wait, this is what happens.
Be like, maybe hard
That's why
drugs
he
is the
has
only
to go
way
back.
out of this.
That's right. That's
He
right.
can't get out of the town.
It's like fucking what's that? Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically they're stuck. Yeah,
There's a blizzard that surrounds the whole town.
or Evil Dead. The bridge is out. We can't leave.
Oh God.
So
Yeah.
there's another prominent theory about this is that,
If he could get out of town, maybe
He's-
the loop would stop.
well, the prominent theory is that in this blizzard, because he's about to get out of the car and walk, that he died from exposure, and this is him being in
From
purgatory.
exposure.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Purgatory. Yeah,
He
a
didn't
bunch
bring
of
his
theories
coat.
to this.
He did not bring
this
his
could
coat,
totally
so-
be purgatory too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
It's
there's-
definitely a big purgatory call.
And this
Yeah.
is the other theory. There's a lot of theories about this because it's such a unique story to tell that really like entices people to kind
Yeah,
of.
I've never, of all the years that I've watched this movie,
Edge of
because
Tomorrow.
it's my birthday
Yeah.
movie, I've
the only
never
one.
really put that kind of thought into it.
I think it's just.
And honestly,
it's always been one of you just like that. It's a classic.
But
I watch it.
I'm even though this is my birthday, I'm not as a huge a fan of this movie as you would probably assume I would be because it's my birthday. I haven't seen this movie in years.
really, yeah.
Because I think I just saw it so many times. I was just
was
like,
like,
I
I've
was like,
seen- yeah,
yeah,
it's done.
Yeah, I started feeling like I was in Groundhog's Day. Like, so I was like, yeah, I've seen that movie.
Come on.
I never really put that. Purgatory,
What about the Sabbath?
or maybe the cop shot him.
Oh, he definitely got shot by cops.
because he was being such an asshole.
They
The
didn't
cop was
show
like,
that.
"Hey, Buster Brown, put it back in your pants," and just shot him.
Sir, you can't
wait.
go that way, sir.
Can you catch me through
I think it would just. I mean, maybe the way if I could hold off on like just trying to. I mean, I'd go crazy eventually, but like I think it would just be fun, just like for the, fucking the data or like the, like to be able to study
I'm not gonna have you fancy
Each
out of
day.
towners coming in my town, tell me what to do. Blammo!
You two run along.
This movie also kind of reminds me of
Looking foxy tonight, man. Hey,
in the excuse me, God damn it.
It's a good look. It's a good look sweater with the tucked in collar. It's a good look.
It's very Bowman-esque.
Bring it back, Zach.
Very, very Bowman-esque.
Very Bowman-esque.
I haven't had that in a while. I might need to bring that shit back.
You ever see In the Mouth of Madness?
Yeah.
John
haven't-
Carpenter when
haven't
he goes
done
that town and it's starts figuring out all the
Town in Maine.
everything's too
Yeah.
perfect and
Is
then it's
that
all
a-
the weird
is
shit.
That a,
It's
is that
John
a Lovecraft thing?
It's John
Yes.
Carpenter,
I know it's
but
John
it's
Carpenter.
heavily influenced
I mean,
by
obviously
H.P.
it's the
Lovecraft.
same name. They're actually about to. They're developing a show,
Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah.
show.
a Cthulhu show. I don't know what. I think it's on Hulu, maybe.
Yeah, it was directed by John Carpenter, but heavily influenced by Lovecraft and Stephen King. It's a creepy movie. It's underrated.
My favorite scene
I
in this
agree.
film is when he takes the toaster in the bath.
Yeah, yeah. Or when he's in the truck,
Now
when he
it
drives the
begins.
truck over the cliff.
That's my favorite.
Don't drive angry with the fucking. He tries to kill the groundhog because he doesn't
I
he?
think it's the
I'm saying-
groundhog cause. I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
I
you
think-
gotta.
I'm taking the
exhaust all your
groundhog
options.
out with me.
Doesn't he
Fuck it.
think like if he kills the groundhog, maybe it'll get him out
I mean,
of the
if
loop?
Punxsutawney County Phil judges whenever like that shit's gonna go down,
Yeah.
then like
Then you better take that
better
groundhog
take that
out.
groundhog out.
Like,
You know,
yeah,
just to be sure.
gotta fucking take out that
That
groundhog.
tracks. I mean, that tracks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe if I kill this rodent, it'll solve all my
if
problems.
you're trying to solve the
Dude.
problem of waking up at the same day, like
This
So
is-
imagine going into this movie, never seeing the trailer or anything. This is the first time you would start going, oh, wait a
What the
minute.
hell? Yeah.
it's like they're playing the same. I think he says he's like, oh, you're reusing
He goes,
your playlist.
nice going, boys. Yeah.
You're reusing your playlist,
Yeah.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a really weird. He does a good job of making you feel like as confused as he does. You know what I mean? Because
And
Well, he's not confused yet. He's just like. I mean, he's starting to get confused, but he's like,
well, no, the more he hears them talk, he's like, this is like the same. Is this a recording?
yeah.
yeah, and it's
They
not.
It
What-
must have been really easy to like edit.
it's not
this
a Winter
film, 'cause
Wonderland
you just
anymore,
copy it
you know?
and just paste it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they did it on film. They didn't really do that, but
And he looks outside.
Well, I
and all the
wonder.
snow's
I wonder
gone.
if like how when they filmed this. I wonder if they filmed every single one of those morning shots
at the same time.
at the same
no,
time.
it's the same
You
morning.
should.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
well, like filmed
opening,
them.
The opening,
Like,
morning
hey,
show.
you're in costume. Let's just film all the
Over
mornings,
and over and
Yeah.
over. No,
and then let's
No,
film
you
all
would.
of those.
That is what you would do because
That would be easier.
You're already there. You
Yeah.
would definitely. You
It
don't
just feel okay. This time, wake up like you're just waking up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time, wake up.
okay,
Exactly.
reset. Now you're a little more pissed off this
Yeah.
time. Now you're even more
Because
pissed
the
off.
only cue they have is like just
They wouldn't- they wouldn't-
play on the track.
They wouldn't. They
wouldn't
never
shoot in
film.
order, no.
They never shoot films consecutively, anyways.
Yeah.
or,
It makes it
or-
very expensive when you
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
A lot of times they're filmed in reverse.
We're set for this shot. Let's do this shot
Yeah.
until it's done.
Yeah.
and then we move on to the
Yeah,
next
we have
set.
this set for X amount of days. Let's
Yeah.
film
like
every.
him walking down the stairs. They filmed
Yeah.
all the walking down the stairs shots probably the same.
Yeah, he probably had to do that. All of this was probably filmed within the same
their
couple of
shots.
days. Because we got this
Which-
little bed and breakfast
which- no,
for
which-
3 days.
which is a good credo to Bill Murray for like, and the director for like being able to coax that performance
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Well,
like,
see,
because he
this-
really did. Like
Yeah.
he had to. He was
Well,
like, okay,
a lot
this
of-
is day 500
because
you
they
know.
don't film movies in order. A lot of actors hate that because
they
they're
don't
like
get paid as much.
Because if they're playing like a death scene,
Yeah.
they're like, well, I can't get into
It's
character
more
because
impactful if you've known what's already
if
happened.
you've
and
gone
you've been
through that
it.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
well,
they
that's
get
acting. Though.
They get
You know.
mad because they're like, man, I don't get
But
the
you
feeling.
gotta think this lady was probably on set for like a week and a half, 2
yeah,
weeks.
they're like,
That's it, yeah.
maybe.
Because every scene that she's in, they probably did it all in because she's wearing the same uniform. Like it
Yeah.
has to look the same. Like continuity.
Yeah,
would
she
be-
needs to look exactly the same every day.
Even the set, like continuity, would be a nightmare if you
Yeah.
tried to change it.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
the continuity of like people walking in the right.
That's wild. I've never
So
thought
look,
about that.
I'll tell you the perfect
This
example.
movie probably was a nightmare for continuity.
No, they just had to focus on certain things, and that was it. You know.
But I bet you these scenes were filmed
Oh,
consecutively.
they no. I'm gonna tell you the perfect film to really really highlight what you're talking about, right? And it's Desperado. You know Desperado with Antonio
I
Banderas.
love that movie.
Yeah.
So and Robert Rodriguez is like
Every scene
my
he's
V-
jumping out of a window. It's
My
the same
VHS is probably still on the sex scene with him and Selma.
Well, yeah, but it is a perfect example because Robert Rodriguez is like known for shooting movies with as little money as possible.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Desperado was shot with like not millions but thousands of dollars. And the way he did that was he shot it in a way to use up the actors' times in the most efficient way. Like all of Cheech was only shot for 2 days.
Yeah, so
Selma
sometimes
Hayek-
you probably only had him for like
Selma
a couple
Hayek
days.
was on set for 5 days in that movie, and Antonio Banderas was on set for like 8 days.
Holy hell!
Yeah, it was like he did it like that.
Well,
So you
Troublemaker
shoot them-
Studios is in Austin.
It's in Austin.
He's
yeah.
very low
I
budget.
love that film.
And
by the way.
it's a
people
classic.
do that in order to keep the costs low, because if you were shooting like as it went on in the movie, it would be a nightmare. You'd have to have every
You'd
single
have to keep calling
cast,
actors back
they'd
weeks
have to come
later.
back every single time, and it's like, no, we're just
That's what they do when they get an actor.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we got this
gotta
actor.
knock all of them out.
Yeah, we got this actor for 1 week. We need to shoot all of her fucking scenes in this week.
I'm reading this, and I'm reading some information
Because when they go off to another movie and they can't get them back.
Backstory to like the production of the movie. And
Look at
it's like
Justice League and the Mission Impossible with the mustache problem and shit.
the whole thing with how they hated each other's guts, and it said that like they're saying that like Murray was like just like he was going through a divorce, like he was erratically mean, all that stuff, and but it makes sense like that his character like that's the
it reflects
role.
him. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was perfect.
Like he was totally not happy to be there. Like he like he never talked to the director of the movie.
He was going through a tough time, and he was.
know?
Yeah, it's
and
very.
you can see it on his face.
Yeah.
You know.
I think this is one of the characters that Bill Murray played that was closest to Bill Murray, the real person. Because
he had to do it because he was getting divorced. He had to make his paycheck.
And he's like, God damn it! He's like, I got to pay for this fucking
look
divorce.
At his face.
Yeah.
Like his face looks like he's just like fucking just like.
But at the same time,
struggling.
At the same time,
he's like, I got to do it though,
it's got to
man.
be so easy to struggle, or so easy to channel that inner struggle of like, I fucking hate being here.
But see, it wasn't even supposed to be that kind of a film. He was just supposed to be funny.
So is he a method actor? Is that what's making him a method actor?
In
maybe
this
by
particular
accident.
instance.
Maybe not on purpose, but yeah, he was definitely method acting in this. Maybe unintentionally.
Yeah.
But directors always say pain is temporary, film is forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you channel that whatever you're going through in real life, fucking use that shit, because even though you're suffering and this sucks, that'll be caught on film forever. Long after you're dead,
all the give a
that
fuck in
performance
this,
will still be there.
All the give a fuck in this is real. Like it's real.
Hey, he legit looks pissed off, man.
Yeah.
When are the long distance?
He's trying
And
to figure
imagine,
it out.
okay, and imagine too. That even adds to his character. If he did have to, like, look, that's the scene where he freaks out, right, or he's getting pissed off, and they go, okay, now film it again. Now do it again.
Yeah.
By take 13
and
or whatever.
And he hates the guy saying
this. That's bossing
he's like,
him around.
That's not good. Let's do this.
Yeah, by take 13.
He's not talking to him. He might be
18,
taking his direction, but he's not talking to him. He's just
He's like, okay. He's like, okay, do it again. And Harold might have pushed him to get that performance. Okay, do it again. Okay, roll. Like, go back to one. So each performance he seriously is getting more and more manic and pissed off because he's about to fucking punch the director.
I mean, can you imagine having a falling out with like one of your like creative friends?
But you still have a job to do.
But
you still have to work together.
But you're also in a divorce.
Do you guys see the color difference change? Like they literally the color,
faded it out.
The color
it looks
temperature.
a little faded.
They changed the color.
The colors aren't
temperature.
so warm.
Yeah. It's not warm at all.
Yeah,
it's like
it's a lot colder.
blue.
Even his skin looks
bluish.
blue.
This is only day 3.
It's day 3.
Yeah, the colors were a lot colder.
I think now is when it's. I think they did that one just to try it out and see maybe if he could have done better. And I think he fucked it up. And they're like, okay, that's the color change. This, you're locked in now, buddy.
Yeah.
This is funny because it's kind of like an analog.
That's a very, very. Could see the lady before.
Look how cold it is. Yeah,
well, he's moving a lot faster, so things are happening differently. It's not exactly the same because he's getting more manic, so he's walking faster. So the interactions, that's what helps with the continuity problems, is he's not walking at the same speed, so all the other people don't need to be in the exact same. Somebody could go in the background shots and be like, oh, well, that person was over here.
No, they just say, okay.
They just go, no, he's
this is third
running.
day and you're panicked, so just do everything panicked.
Yeah, just move
this is your
quicker.
first day, do it as an asshole. Second day, do it as an asshole who's kind of just confused.
Also, look, I got to point out,
fourth day, you're starting to figure out what's going on.
Who but the devil would like smile when you pushed him? You know what I'm saying?
He's smiling the whole time.
He was like smiling the whole time, and he pushed him back. He's like, hey, there, Buster Brown.
He's happy. He's
reveling
pissed
in it.
off.
Yeah. Think about it. That's crazy, huh?
And that's why he has to.
I've never thought of that.
He has to interact with that because it's like every day the devil gives him another chance.
So apparently this cafe
gives him another chance.
Every day he gives him another chance to sign that thing, and every time he doesn't do it, he gets
like,
happier and happier. Yeah, he gets more and more
this
happy.
Cafe, they built this cafe for the movie,
and it's still going.
And it's and the city said no, we'll run it, and like it's still still in Woodstock, Illinois.
That's like the place outside of Austin where they filmed the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah.
What?
That is actually now a real legit barbecue place.
No shit.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
There's like a motel behind it where you can stay at. And it's a legit barbecue place where they filmed Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
movie night road trip
live from the barbecue.
That sounds like a great idea.
I've always wanted to try human.
Let's put a pin in that. Let's come back.
That's a good idea.
I'll bring it.
I hear this particular restaurant's most recent entity is Taqueria.
Trumpo. It's a Trumpo.
I'm serious. I'm serious about that. It went through a couple iterations. The most recent listed thing was a Taqueria.
That's what it should be.
This right here. Yes! That was art from the Burbs.
That's art from the Burbs, yeah. And also the utility guy from Die Hard.
Yeah. This is this guy's third on A to Z movie night.
This is third showing.
I don't think anybody else has been on this movie 3 times.
I don't think anybody's been on here 3 times.
We could make a thing out of that.
We had to look back at that because this guy, this side character.
There's a lot of road trips we can
We've
make.
done 3 movies with this guy in it.
Well, no spots, no.
And
Here's Harold Ramis himself, yeah.
No lesions.
Is he checking on his health now?
Yeah, he's checking on his brain to make sure he's not concussed or something.
Yeah.
This might have even been like Harold Ramis might have been like, I want to play the doctor.
And he wasn't originally going to play this.
This is the only time that he's talked to him.
Yeah, he's like, I want to play the doctor. I want to be the guy that is still talking to him like he's an idiot.
The doctor seems like he's kind of in on it the way he's acting.
A psychiatrist.
That's probably him really talking.
This is Adrian Brody's dad.
Yeah. Or the dude in the Dark Knight that was in that guy.
Cillian Murphy.
No,
the guy that playing that was maybe the
Cop.
Joker. He was working on the Joker.
Yeah.
Was it?
that weird guy.
Didn't you take some kind of course that covered this stuff?
Yeah, sort of.
I
guess.
This and again, I was saying I don't love this movie as a lot of people would assume I do. As far as Bill Murray's go, and we might have to do a tier system on this. My top 3 favorite Bill Murray movies.
Oh yeah.
Number 1, Scrooged. Number 2,
Scrooged.
What about Bob?
Bill Murray tier list isn't a bad idea. What about
Bob? And then probably Steve Zissou, and then Groundhog's Day. I'd say I'd put Groundhog at 4.
That's pretty good, man. I mean, I can't lie. That's
What about Bob?
fantastic.
It's a great movie. And of course, there's Kingpin too. Fucking
Yeah, Kingpin.
Bill Murray and Kingpin. Him and Woody Harrelson.
The rose
at the end where it's like up,
his hair
it's like up here, like hanging off. He puts Trump to shame,
dude. And that was like the intro for everyone to the Farley Brothers. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
was their first big
one.
hit.
And everyone's like, God dang.
And the redhead in that movie was a fox.
And then they did. There's something about Mary and like everything. And they like, man.
I mean, that probably made Woody Harrelson almost.
It turned him
outside of Cheers.
It took him up a level.
Well, he'd done like shit like
Cheers.
Natural Born Killers.
And you know
that.
what? Him taking the job for Cheers like gave us Grizzly Man, which is like the greatest documentary. It's the funniest documentary you'll ever watch in your life.
It's tragic.
Speaking of Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray,
he's a dumbass. No, that's a fun. You need to watch. I learned it from Joe Rogan.
Bowling.
So whatever,
I just did it. The Bill Murray was in a bowling alley.
You need to watch
I didn't
that
even.
shit.
We were speaking of Woody
Grizzly
Harrelson and Bill Murray, who were both in Kingpin.
I want that shirt. I gotta find that shirt.
They were also
drunk eBaying. Fuck it.
It just dawned on me.
Holy shit, that guy should not drive.
Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray were both in Kingpin.
Yeah.
They were also both in Zombieland.
Oh yeah. They're old friends.
That just dawned on me.
Yeah, they must be old friends. Look at that.
Yeah. I heard the Zombieland sequel was garbage.
No, I watched it. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Really?
It was fun.
bad.
I heard it was bad.
If you like,
well,
look,
no, it's if you liked that
the
movie,
first Zombieland,
if you like
yeah.
if you had fun.
I thought it was
watching
just
that
like
movie,
they just did the same
it's
thing over and over.
No,
It's the same thing.
It is.
Look,
but it's funny. It's good.
Contrived.
It's not a movie. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a movie. I think it's like an
that's
extended.
Bill
there
Murray
we
show
go.
back up?
There we go.
I don't think. I think it like.
Do we get
that's
a
what
Bill
I-
Murray zombie?
No, that's what I call it. It's like a special episode or something. Basically.
It's like The
telling you,
Force
what I-
Awakens and A New Hope.
if you go
Like,
into
that's
the
just the same
experience,
thing.
like
No,
if you go into
no,
Zombieland
not at
2,
all.
a sequel that was made 10 years after the original, if you go into it, like
God, was it 10 years?
yeah, 10 years. If you go into it with expectations of it being good, then shame on you in the first place.
Well, no, I just
That's
figured
what I'm
it'd
saying,
be.
like-
But I fucking hate Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get back on track.
He's
I
a
just,
dick. Have you ever seen his interview with
Ever
the,
since BVS,
Have
I
you seen
hate
Have
him.
you
loved
seen
it.
his
Yes, I
interview with that one lady?
Yeah, it's
oh,
great.
we're gonna watch that
It was
after
great.
because me and Aaron have seen it, and it's
great.
Oh, well, there's compilations of like celebrities like
I
fucking
think they're about to
ruining
go on
their
a joyride
interviewers.
here.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's going to be a super joyride.
This is where he's starting to just go, you know what, I'm going to have fun with
Yes.
this.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit I would do.
Yeah, he's starting
Yeah.
to say fuck it.
Because, like, I'd love to run from the
Well,
cops.
no, this is the shit that you would start doing, and
Yeah.
then it would get dark. Don't.
Well,
even,
I'd love
don't
to, like,
even try
go-
to fight it. It would get dark.
And I don't hate anybody, but like if I was a bad person, I'd just go beat the shit out of a lot of people.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I would try to be Batman for a day, or no, the Punisher. No, that's it. I'm not Batman.
It's
I
like,
don't have
where-
the money.
Okay, I gotta go to this
I'd
store.
be
I
the-
gotta get this material. I gotta learn to sew.
I'd be the Punisher for a day. I'd go buy a lot of guns and just fucking go kill a lot of bad dudes.
You kill every homeless person there.
Hey, if our FBI agent is
and then just
listening,
go
we're
from there.
playing. I just want to reiterate that we're playing characters based on ourselves, and anything we
yes,
say,
we're joking. It's
we're joking.
jokes,
It's a
people.
joke.
Well, this is all a hypothetical
This is all
situation we're
hypothetical.
talking
so
about.
our FBI agent listening, guys, we're just kidding around. This is just jokes.
Now he's on a railway.
We're talking about a hypothetical.
Okay.
If you had one day where it didn't matter what you did, there was no repercussions.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
would you do? Are you a good person or are you a bad person?
It's
I'd be a
bad at
vigilante.
first,
I'd
but
be a
then it turns
vigilante.
into good, and that's the arc of this movie.
I'm doing bad for good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you start off doing like the novel and the fantastical, and
No,
doing
it
bad.
shows the journey. It shows
Yeah, it's
the
a
journey between it's basically like any kind of redemption story.
Yeah, it's a redemption
It's
story.
like it starts out this guy's a piece. It's just like it's Scrooge.
I love the.
It's Scrooge.
You know,
it's
the
the
redemption
same
story.
fucking story. Like you have a guy,
and they get taught a
you
lesson.
take a guy who's in a bad place. He's shitty. He hates the world.
You show him
and
how
then-
worse it can
and then
get.
you throw him into hell.
Yeah,
and
literal
then
hell.
It's Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, okay,
you think
do-
things are bad? I'll show you how much worse it can get.
Well, it's also
they learn a lesson.
It's also the thing that the person who's doing it, like these aren't like he's not murdering people. He's not a horrible person. He's just not a good person.
He's an unhappy
but he
person.
doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And then it's the journey of
Yeah.
showing him that like, hey, you think you're doing fine and you are successful, but
Yeah.
you don't have everything figured out.
This
Yeah.
particular
We're gonna have to
scene.
show you.
If you think things are shitty, we can show you how shittier it can get, and
Yeah.
you'll appreciate
you're
what you
bitching
have.
You're bitching about
Yeah.
your great life, and you've thrown everything away.
They learn
that
a
mattered.
lesson. They
Maybe
appreciate.
maybe that's why you're unhappy, is because
Yeah.
you threw away everything that mattered.
They
See,
appreciate what they really have.
That
and
scene
they-
that just happened, though, it would have woken me up and said, "Hey, this is basically GTA." If you want,
yeah, that's what he's doing.
You know, like
This is
Yeah, he just woke up. And he's like,
chaos.
"Oh yes,
you can do whatever you want.
I'm not in jail."
Okay, so
Yeah,
look,
this
he's
is like
about-
this is like you and your homies, and you just pass the
Yo.
controller around and
no,
get
Yeah.
wasted.
I need the floor real quick though because I
like,
can't
"I'ma have
believe you.
some fun."
I can't believe you said that because I'm telling you, like back when GTA 3 first came out,
Yeah,
That was the game.
I
that
remember
started
I
everything.
watched this movie the day after I played GTA for the first time, right? And I looked at this movie and I was thinking about how amazing it would be if someone built a video game off this movie. And every single day, like it reset, and you reset at the same place in the video game.
Kisses
Yeah.
the lady.
And like just like this character doesn't know how to get out of this, you wouldn't as the player either, and you would have to like discover it. But it would be open world.
Rockstar,
And, like-
if you're listening, Rockstar
like, you
Games.
could-
no,
you
no,
could
no.
do
There's
all
already
this.
a movie coming out. Have you seen the trailer for the Ryan Reynolds movie coming out?
No.
yeah,
God.
yeah.
The NPC in an open world game that becomes self aware and realizes
Ryan
that he's
Reynolds?
in a video
Yeah.
game.
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. Y'all haven't
We'll
seen
have to
this?
watch
How
the
have y'all
trailer
not
when
seen
this is
this?
over.
No, I
How have
haven't
y'all not
seen that
seen
at all.
this?
It's fucking genius.
I haven't seen that at all.
It's an NPC in an open world game that becomes self aware and realizes he's in a video game and can do whatever the
know
fuck
what
he wants.
You know what I've realized? about Ryan? Like, you know how every actor has like
It's-
that thing? Like Tom Cruise runs, like Nicolas Cage does crazy shit. Like Ryan Reynolds thing or Ryan Gosling's thing.
Ryan Reynolds.
Is it Ryan Reynolds or Ryan
Yes.
Gosling?
It should be Ryan.
They're both
Gosling. I like
adorable.
Ryan
Okay,
Gosling
but look,
more.
Ryan Gosling's thing is
Ryan Reynolds.
is
Ryan Reynolds thing.
Yeah, well, no, it's Ryan Gosling. I was thinking. I thought you said.
It's not talking much and looking good.
No, it's crying.
Oh,
he fucking cries in every movie.
Oh, Gosling does. Yeah, we were talking about Reynolds though.
He just does his thing.
Reynolds quippy.
Reynolds is the only person who can typecast himself, and I don't care.
I love the I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah.
I'm a pickup smoking. He's like,
dude, he just realized this now because he woke
like,
up not in
fuck it,
jail, and then he stopped. He didn't step in that water puddle.
This is the only good thing he does. Why?
Yeah, and he's starting to realize, like, I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want.
If this is what's going on, there's no repercussions. Yeah, I'll eat this right now. he starts smoking cigarettes for the first time, and I think it's like the cigarettes.
Well, it's also he
starts getting drunk.
He's testing the world
because they couldn't like make him start like doing coke or like trying to do heroin.
He's progressively
like go OD on something. You know,
he's progressively testing like
he's testing the limits.
Okay, if you're gonna make me do this all the time, okay, can I kill myself?
Well, see, that's what y'all
said. I get fat?
Y'all said you would maybe like jump off a building. I would be too chicken shit because I'd be afraid every time that would be the one time.
Exactly.
That would be the time that I don't wake back up.
No, this brings up a
But you could go crazy and just be like fucking.
No, after a certain amount of time,
if that'll end it, fine.
Because the thing is, you're gonna play safe bets like you could die, and then you'll accidentally.
And then you start wishing for death.
No, then you'll well, that's part of it. But then you'll accidentally die one time, and you'll wake up again. It's like, well, fuck, I can't fucking die.
Yeah, I can't even die.
So like, fuck it. Let me see. How hard do I have to die?
Yeah.
You know, because then
do I need to take a lot of people out with me?
It's like wait, I have to do this forever. You know,
you have to die hard. That's how.
Yeah.
You gotta kick a Russian or a German out of a building.
Get out of here.
So if y'all guesses, like, how long do you think he was actually stuck in the loop? There's a lot of
like how many days did we actually see?
I read the Wikipedia, so I know the different.
The average, just the safe.
There's a minimal,
is
an average, and then a maximum.
It's like a minimal.
And there's what the director said.
The minimal's like 5 years.
Look at that bumper sticker on the wall behind.
The minimal's 5 years.
No, the minimal's 2 weeks. Like if you take if you take the actual
days.
Day to day,
the minimal's 33
somebody counted
days.
up.
Yeah.
What did the director say?
The director says it's a lifetime.
He said 10 years. However, said about 10 years.
This is just what we got shown.
Because some people are saying that like it could have been 500
So he probably
years.
did some dark fucking shit.
We're just seeing the PG-13 version.
Well, we're not seeing the fucking hardcore version.
There's one day where he cut his face off. Like.
Yeah, he turned into the Joker, or he fucking turned into a terrorist.
Like, what does it feel like to cut your own hand off? Like that, you go fucking crazy.
Or he starts skinning people
how do you
alive.
Get out of this and lead a normal life? Like, how do you get out of this and like, oh, now everything's back? There's
That's
no
what
normal.
I was thinking.
Do you still have all those memories?
Yes.
Years? Like you're
when he comes out of this
if
loop.
If he comes out of it and he's happy, he's like, holy shit, I can't believe it stopped. Like that's. Like
if he doesn't wake up just like it's another normal day, and he wakes up and he has the memories of a lifetime of this day repeating itself,
he'd go fucking
he
crazy.
would be bonkers. He would jump off a building.
You would be put in asylum easily.
He would go.
He'd be Jesus. Basically.
He would immediately
like
commit
Jesus.
suicide because he would be scared to go to sleep.
So wait, at the end of this film,
after that point, he would be afraid to go to sleep because every time he would be afraid that this is going to start over again.
Yeah.
You'd be terrified. You wouldn't want to go to sleep.
Groundhog's Day would be hell for him every year.
He'd be traumatized. Probably.
As soon as he woke up, he would never want to go back to sleep.
And he might have reached enlightenment and he knows how to fly at this point.
How would he know? How would he know that the loop had stopped?
Well, okay.
How does he wake up on that final day and know that it's over?
At the end of this film,
well, you just don't live in fucking Puxatawny, Pennsylvania. Is what happens.
He has to fall in love and fucking learn a lesson.
Then every day is new whenever you're in love. Every day is a new day.
That's the
So
kicker.
this is the start of this is like the nice 90s trope.
It's like,
I'm just gonna learn how to hook up with this girl.
Yeah.
Like, how many times
days.
does it take me to hook up with this girl?
And then he feels bad.
And he probably does that for a couple of weeks, and then he like.
That's the kicker, man. How do you know the loop is actually over? That's what I'm saying. To commit suicide, what if
you know the loop's over when you don't wake up hearing Bonnie like the one. I bet like he gets out of this and then like 2 decades later he wakes up to that song and he freaks the fuck out. And
if I ever heard that,
murders his girlfriend.
He
his
goes
wife.
on a killing spree.
Yeah, and they're like, "What the fuck?" He just went crazy. He was a great guy, and then he murdered her, and then he just started going, yeah,
like
and he jumped out of the window.
One year,
and it'd be a
for
murder,
Christmas, she gives him that
homicide.
album.
Yeah, it'd be a murder
he
homicide,
just kills her.
and then it's just a little text in the obituary. That's all it is.
One Christmas, his wife
and we wouldn't
gives
know
him
anything about it.
gives
it's like
him
time
that
travel.
Sonny Cher album, and he
like
hacks
time
her up with an
travelers.
axe and.
He was a truck.
Perfect crime.
At the end of the film,
This is a really like thought provoking kind
Well,
of
it's
movie.
it's a paradox.
does he remember everything at the end of the film when he wakes up the final day? I can't.
That's what
we're
I'm
gonna
wondering.
find out.
That's what I'm
I think
wondering.
he does.
Yeah,
I think he does.
Yeah, because there's obviously a moment of like, oh shit, I did it, and then
Well, because the final day he makes all the right decisions.
Is this Elfman?
No,
So what?
no, it's not Danny Elfman.
It's very Elfman sounding. I gotta find out.
No, it's just.
It's not Danny Elfman. But like the final day, he makes
George
all
Fenton.
the right decisions. So I guess he knows. But
Here's where GTA again. He's stealing money.
George Fenton, the guy that did the music for this, did all the music for Planet Earth.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Genius.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, it's got to take you at least like
These old
a
cops.
week.
Well, I
It's-
guess we just.
I'm just saying, it's got to take you at least a week just to come here to this spot every day.
Also, just coming
Notice
up with the
the
idea.
time.
Just coming
Yeah.
up with the idea for it.
So
that's
he
just a
didn't. He didn't
weekend
do
of
that
itself,
overnight.
you know?
Some
Yeah.
people have like actually done the math and tried
Yeah.
to get a realistic number, and that count is like 34 years.
Let me
Yeah,
look it up.
I've seen
How
people
many-
say about
Like
12.
30, 34 years
Yeah.
was like their count. And the director, though, said that idealistically for him, it was like a lifetime.
I think Harold Ramis said 10 years.
And it could have been both.
whole
It
movie?
could have been
So,
both.
Yeah.
The whole movie was 10 years.
No, how long
he was stuck in the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the critics' consensus is 12,403 days. That's 33 years, 358 days. Harold Ramis's original on-record guess of about 10 years. But in the range, he would later give further
But even that's his-
consideration. No, so a later interview, he said it was probably between 30 and 40 years.
I think this is what's great about it is that it's up to the viewer. I mean, you could just say whatever. They could.
Well, this is the craziest thing is I have never thought of this until like we said that we are going to do this movie. I've never thought of this idea at all.
Think about like
I thought it was just the days that he did this and then it was over.
The
I
best,
never thought of that.
The best thing that they could do is like a comic book series, and every issue is another day that we didn't see in the movie.
Yeah, that'd be
well, I mean,
every like a comic book, like a 30-page. Every issue is another day.
Yeah.
That and you can have like different writers in every issue.
There's not that many IPs.
And do whatever the fuck you want.
Not that many IPs have done this. It's really kind of
Yeah.
strange. Like Edge
Or you
of
could just
Tomorrow
do
was
a
one.
video game about it.
Groundhog Day was
Yeah.
one. This movie was one. Edge of Tomorrow, and then what else?
No, I'm just.
What else is like every day is the same, other than like Purgatory?
I feel like there's
The
one I'm
Simpsons
forgetting.
probably did it.
Oh, for sure. Well, they mimicked it, or
Treehouse of Horror.
What do you do?
I think a comic book series of just like random writers on every issue.
that would be really
that's
and
a
different
good
art.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
art.
different artists. Yeah, what's another day? Just come up with whatever you want. Go dark, go comical.
Okay, so talk to me.
You know, if somebody did turn this into a video game,
Even if it was 10 years, imagine the fucked up shit he got into.
It would be great if Rockstar did it, but not because of GTA, but because
Time
of
loop.
Bully.
Or
like-
Warriors, what they did with the Warriors
yeah.
game.
They could make this town and then like just reset
You just do whatever you want, and then whenever you die, it's and then you have to
people react to
beat
you
the-
differently
Yeah.
depending
to
on
beat-
how you treated them
to
the
beat
last
the game,
time.
you
Maybe
have to figure it out. You have
That'd
to figure out
ooh,
that would be a cool
that'd be
game.
a crazy game.
Yeah, that'd be mind fucker.
Copyright.
And you got to wake up.
Easy movie night.
That'd be we came up with it
You
first.
got to wake up every day and hear God dang Sonny and
record.
fucking.
We come up with our
Sonny
own
Bono.
song.
We got
Yeah.
metadata,
Like
motherfuckers.
Baby Shark or some stupid ass song come on every morning.
That would be way worse.
I'm gonna mail a USB stick of this conversation to the post
to
office
ourselves.
because that
Rockstar would
that
snatch
dates
this
it
up.
federally.
Yeah, we'll
That's
just have it.
That's the fake.
Poor man's copyright.
So what's going on at this point?
And Harold Ramis is dead. We could probably.
So what's going on at this point?
That's the one. No,
Look,
it's not.
what's
not
going on
nearly.
at this point is that Bill
he's
Murray's
starting
character,
to fall in love with her.
Yeah, well, his character is he's
starting to give
satisfied his
to give up.
his
Yeah.
carnal desires.
He's
Yeah.
getting what he wants.
He did all the
Basically,
bad
He's
every-
having
stuff.
fun,
Well,
and
he's-
now he's like,
He's had sex
Whatever
with every
really
woman
want.
in town, right?
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
had sex with every woman
He's
in
probably
town.
killed her at
Several
least
times.
a couple times.
I feel like that means it's
And-
probably been about a year because he had to
Probably,
practice
yeah.
with
He's
each
not
woman
killing
each
yet.
one,
to
He's
get
not
them
killing.
Probably
to
so.
that point.
With Nancy, the other girl, like he's been with every single one of these women in this town he's attracted to. And
How many
now,
times do you think he got?
He's so
he got,
bored of it.
in trouble
Yeah.
for stalking.
He's so bored.
Oh, like
Well, see, that's
arrested?
what I'm saying. I wouldn't know
That usually takes
where
more
you're
than one
going with
day.
that, Aaron. Is this scene right here where he's starting to? I think all the 10 years, or let's say he's 8
Yeah.
years into it. It's like he's done all the fucked up shit
She's the
and all
apple,
the.
though. Like, she's
and
the-
he's not satisfied by
Yeah.
that. So when he starts to kind of become the nice guy,
She's the untainted fruit because
Yeah.
she doesn't really give him a chance.
I
ever.
think all the
you know
fucked
he's
up shit
tried.
that he did is
Yeah.
past.
No, because you know
He's not.
tried.
He's not satisfied.
No, it hasn't even gotten crazy yet.
But he hasn't even started committing suicide.
And I'm sure with the time jumps, like they could these are probably interspersed. Like we're seeing a montage of different time periods and everything.
Yeah, this might not even be in order. That's a good idea too.
Yeah,
you could somebody could probably go online and resequence the mornings.
Yeah.
In different orders, and it would probably still make sense.
Yeah.
Jim Beam, Ice.
It would be a Stanley Kubrick film or a Quentin Tarantino film. Just film it all out of order. Groundhog's Day presented by Quentin Tarantino.
Memento.
Yeah, Memento.
So this is the first time.
Oh, that's a good idea. Just reverse the whole fucking thing.
Working on someone.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know it?
That he actually cares about.
And it's kind of creepy, maybe.
Oh yeah, so this is the beginning of the montages where it's like quick action showing you like every single cut's like a different day too. We start knocking these days out.
And we're seeing what he's aiming at.
Yeah.
Like now he's saying like I'm going to use this whole day to do this.
When he's done with the day, he just kills himself and wakes back up.
Sure. Or whenever he didn't do what he wanted to do, he's just like okay.
If something went wrong.
Well, yeah, we haven't got to him kill himself.
Start over. Yeah. Okay, what is
really
that
good
movie?
memory. He has a really good memory. So.
There's anher movie that does that.
That was Edge of Tomorrow.
Where they wake up.
No, he woke up every time.
They're like, fuck, we did it wrong. And they're like, no, not again. And he's like,
Inception.
Oh.
No.
I know what you're talking about. What was it? God damn it.
Sweet vermouth.
The guy wakes up and he's like, no, you didn't do it right. And he just puts the gun up. He's like, no, wait, not again. Just like blows him away and he wakes back up again.
That was Live, Die, Repeat. That was Live, Die, Repeat, I'm pretty sure.
Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, it might have been.
Yeah,
I
it was Edge of
googled it,
Tomorrow.
and all I get is like Suicide Hotline.
No, it was. Let's call it. Put it on the
Yeah,
episode.
maybe it's Edge
No,
of
it was
Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was later in the film. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It
When
was,
it
think
gets
it
the
really
quick
was.
cuts.
And it was Emily Blunt
Well,
who was
because
like,
they
killing
knew
it.
they knew what they were
Shoots him
working.
in the face.
They knew what they were working toward, and he was like, "Fuck, we fucked up this step," and then
Yeah.
So she just kills him.
yeah.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, well, the difference between that film and this one, though, is in that film, it was
No aliens. Well, maybe
It was like the repeating days was sort of.
they didn't say that there are aliens or not, so maybe they.
in Edge of Tomorrow?
It's a callback. No, it's a callback to.
Well,
that was a callback to.
Got to confirm, that they are actually
to-
aliens.
to
Because
become
you
peace.
insisted that they weren't aliens.
Still
Yeah.
no proof to
Yeah.
this day.
Still no proof.
They had so many opportunities.
Look
They had
how
so many
German this town is. They have
I
like
know, right?
Lederhosen girls.
They were playing German music on the day of
polka, yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Is that like a real thing?
Yeah,
That-
fuck yeah.
And
It's the
Pennsylvania
same
is,
thing
yeah.
as in like West Texas. Like, there's a lot of like Czech towns that they have
really?
all their fonts are old time fonts and Fredericksburg and Green.
and look, in the Six Flags over Texas, the German flag is one of those flags.
Yeah,
just
well,
so you
yeah.
know. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we had a huge amount of immigrants from all
Germany.
those areas.
And
Germany and Czech.
Czech and
a lot of
Yugo.
Czech and a lot of Polish. Like, not as many Polish as Czech, but
So bold of you to choose.
it's big here. Polish is big in like Chicago, like around this area.
Wait, what is what?
Polish people.
Oh yeah, Polish. Yeah.
I went and visited my cousin. She was getting married up in Chicago.
Well-
and our husband's family's from there, and like we went, like they took us out to their favorite like authentic Polish restaurant, and they had ribs, and they weren't like what our kind of. They were like pork ribs. They were smaller, but like they were really good. Like,
Pork-
they were
pork's the
tender,
best kind of rib.
They had a good flavor. Like they just the Poles do a good rib.
Beef ribs are just too goddamn chewy.
Well, so young.
No,
They're
they're
young.
not.
They're veal ribs.
You cook them
man.
wrong.
Yeah, I guess I've just had bad experiences.
About to speak French. How long do you think it took him to figure out how to say this? Because he doesn't necessarily
Well,
have to.
he learns the piano as well. You know.
Well, I'm just saying, like
years.
no,
years.
no. He didn't
A
learn.
year for each skill.
He didn't learn how to play the piano. He learned how to play 2 songs expertly.
Well, that we know of.
He didn't learn how to speak French.
we know
he
of.
just learned how to say that.
If you
expertly.
can play 2 songs expertly, like you can play other songs kind of shittily. Like he learned how to play
Yeah.
the piano.
I love the idea of him waking up and just being like, I'm going to go play piano today. All day. Like, fuck everything
you
else.
would spend like you would spend time
Yeah.
on all those things.
And then in this day and age, how would you learn French? Because, like, you don't have the internet. You know, you have to go either find someone in town who can teach you French,
Yeah, there's
or go
just-
find a book of a French book and just
Yeah.
Yeah, but even past that, like every single one of these moments,
This town has a library.
every
God
single one of
dang
these
it.
moments,
Yeah.
he had to
Yeah.
learn the correct action to. Like he had to
timing.
learn that instead of like saying "fuck you guys, leave us alone," he had to say like, "Hey," he
Yeah.
had to play the game. You know, like everything is orchestrated up until the point he like brings her to bed and comes in her face.
Look at this. Look at this eye. Like Andy McDowell's doing pretty good. She was doing the up down with the eyes, like looking at your mouth. That's a personal.
Now they play Ray Charles.
That's a personal sign
Done.
of attraction.
It's done.
If somebody is across from you and they're looking down at your mouth and up at your eyes and down at your mouth,
Yep.
they trying to kiss you, boy. You know what I'm saying?
I track that in all the shows I watch. Every time that an actor
Yeah.
looks at another actor's lips, I'm just like, and sometimes it's not even appropriate. It's not even tracked.
Yeah.
But I see it and I'm like,
You're like,
what's going on there?
Wait, that's the thing.
well,
yeah.
thing,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't know that's body language, dude.
Yeah.
If somebody,
So if I'm talking to a girl, she looks at my lips and looks at
if
my
you're
eyes,
talking
then
to
I
a girl and
should
she
kiss
does
her.
like this,
Well, no, I mean,
I'm not saying
she's
you
thinking
should
about
kiss
it.
her.
I mean,
I'm
she's
saying that
thinking
she's
about
thinking
it.
about kissing you.
Yeah.
Try to kiss her.
She's thinking about what,
The proper
what
nomenclature.
one.
What that mouth do, baby? That's the shit thinking
Hey
about.
man,
What that mouth
hey
do.
man,
I wonder
you
what
can
he
teach
could
an
do with
old
that.
dog new tricks. Damn it.
One
I'm in a relationship.
one famous thing I'll say about
straight.
that, what you're all talking about, and we'll get back to the movie. One famous thing that is noticeable in The Empire Strikes Back, in a scene between Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher,
Way off base.
where you can look at you can noticeably see that he's looking.
Do you think
or
they were like doing it?
He's looking at her lips,
Yeah.
and he mouths her line to her. If you look at Harrison Ford's mouth in the scene,
Oh,
they're on the
holy
Millennium
shit.
Falcon.
Holy
He
shit.
mouths. She pauses, and you watch his lips move, and he tells her line. And she has said in interviews that she was fucking drunk as fuck. Like she wrote a
always
book
drunk,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
There
Like
was a lot of
every
coke-
night
there
they
was
went
a lot
out.
of coke on the Star Wars
Yeah,
sets too.
they
Like,
went out and got drunk and got coked up every fucking night, and she showed up hungover as fuck that day to film, and she couldn't remember any of her lines. And Harrison Ford was feeding her lines very softly.
They
That's
do a lot
awesome.
of ADR,
That's
so
awesome.
like they probably
And it's-
replaced it later. So
but
all they
you-
had to do was get the mouth moving. They didn't need
But you could see his mouth move, like
Yeah.
he told her what to say,
You
and then
look
she
that up.
says it back.
Yeah, me too.
Lip readers
I would love to
have
see
noticed
that.
it.
You look that up.
It's on the top 100 things you'd never notice in Star Wars or whatever.
So I like this. We're only like halfway through this movie, right?
Oh,
And
boy.
you think that,
Jesus.
and you think like, oh, this is it. He's doing it because he's kissing the girl. But no, it's not right. It's fake. Like this is false.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not real.
He
You know,
schemed
like
his way into it.
yeah, he's scheming it. It's not
It
genuine.
kind of makes him a predator.
you know. Yeah.
Oh
of
yeah,
course
it's
he's a
kind of it's
predator.
very creepy.
Well, he's
But,
taking advantage of
it's
a
probably, It's less
situation.
creepy than murder, which he definitely has.
He's taking
done.
advantage of a situation at the station
Because
This-
every
this whole
day he
movie
learns
would
more and
fly.
more about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he uses that to his advantage the next day. He's
Baby,
fucking.
it's cold outside.
Yeah, he's a predator. He learns more about her
Of
every
course.
day, and he
But
uses
you
it to
telling me
woo
no?
her.
But who
That's
would
not a predator.
Hey, no.
song.
But real talk
That's
though.
That's
Until
who
he
would be
fucks
a
her.
predator
That's
in this
been
situation?
discussed.
What man, woman, dog? Like who would not do that?
He's
in this
playing the long
situation?
con.
yeah, I would do it
Everyone would do it.
because he's probably just trying to get laid at this point. But then
'Cause
he
you have
starts
no-
falling in
yeah.
love with her.
Well, if he was a piece of shit, he could have just fucking
No.
been a lot more aggressive about it. But doesn't he like kind of feed her booze and stuff and like try and get her drunk?
I don't know.
You know what I
Probably.
think his main problem is with her? The reason it keeps not ending up happening the way he wants to. It's his name is Phil. I think that's the problem. You can't.
But look,
You know I can't stay with you.
It's not that big a deal, guys. It's not that what it was. Just,
Tyler hides. He hides the dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
He hides,
took-
he
yes.
hides the dick whenever he has professional
so
guests in the studio.
just for the listeners,
yeah, no, but he's not. His guests aren't going to.
I'll go ahead and tell you guys. So you know, we're in a podcast studio here.
Shout out to Hannah McMahon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she got us this. So
Yeah.
we have a penis handle shaped
It's a cute one too.
bottle opener. And we use it, and sometimes Tyler has professional people, so he hides.
He hides it.
I like
I
dick
was
bottle
well. Tim
opener.
was here, and I was looking for a bottle opener, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it.
Well,
Behind the thing,
you know, it blends in with the table. It's nice. It's made of wood. You know, it's got a
I
smooth
need to.
shaft.
I'm gonna put some polish on it.
You should
it
super
shiny.
glue it to the middle of the fucking table.
a little linseed oil.
On the end, you have to pop it off. Like, good luck, Tyler.
Yeah.
Get that shit up.
Let's see how many times he gets slapped.
It's nothing but positivity.
Bill Murray just said one of the truest lines about I think himself and a lot of people. Which
What'd
is,
he say?
I don't even love myself.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
like I don't think that was acting there at all.
No, it definitely wasn't.
That's what's missing in the world today, don't you? Gosh, I can't wait to.
And he just starts going through the motions.
I want kids, lots of kids.
You know what I mean? It only
Yeah,
gets him.
yeah.
But it only gets him so far because he's not being real. Like he's not
Yeah,
being genuine.
that's he hasn't learned the lesson
Yeah,
yet.
he's just trying to get laid.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. He's using he's using this loop to his advantage to get laid.
And he just looks manic at some point.
And then also that line that you were saying feeds into it. He says, "I don't even love myself," and he only really escapes. I think he really escapes.
Maybe that's the kicker
when he truly like transcends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
when he tries to get her for the right reasons, not to get laid, he doesn't.
Right. And it's really not even him getting her for the right reasons. It's him like becoming who he should probably be, and then gets her as a side effect. This is a beautiful montage of how many fucking times. Every single one's a day too.
Yeah, that was like 7 times right there. That's a week. But there have been so many that haven't been reported.
Yeah, and he strikes out with her so many times.
I would have loved if that montage would have just kept going.
Right?
Bill Murray probably got tired of getting slapped. He's like, okay, do we have enough fucking cuts?
And think how many were bad takes.
Yeah,
where they didn't use. Yeah.
He probably just was sick of getting slapped, but that probably went on for weeks. Yeah, well, because when he says, "Well, I don't even really love myself," well, the old stupid verbiage is, "How can you can't love someone else truly if you don't know how to love yourself first."
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and fucking jerk off real quick after I said that. But that's kind of like the lesson is that he's not happy with himself. He doesn't love himself, and he can't move on.
I'm gonna tell you guys,
that is a lesson. You can't move on, and
you can't,
until you get over whatever the fuck it is that's bothering you. You got to let that shit go, or you're never gonna be happy.
Bloom.
Love is a process.
The gravity. Look at it. Oh. I'll tell you guys though. So we're watching this movie that's very winter centric. You know what I mean? Like there's ice sculptures, there's a blizzard, all this.
It's making me cold
right now in Southeast Texas. It's the middle of January. As we're recording this, you guys are going to hear it on February 2nd. But
when it will actually be cold, fingers crossed.
Maybe, but the middle of January should be fucking freezing. It's the coldest time of year, and it's like 75 degrees outside and foggy.
And foggy as
shit.
shit.
It's kind of scaring me because it's been this way for like 3 days. Where is winter at?
We're
and
probably
why do we
gonna
not
get a big
have
storm here in the next couple of days.
Well, we've been in a Silent Hill situation. It's just going to be foggy for the rest of our lives, and we're going to try and find our way out and encounter demons and try to save.
We're done. We're done here.
You know, it's. But I'm glad we're watching this film right now because it makes me warm and fuzzy inside, and he's just looking for romance, as we all are.
As we all are.
Chugging from the bottle.
As we all
He
are.
knows all the answers to Jeopardy.
How many days did you just sit down there and watching Jeopardy? How many days did you just stay like at the bed and breakfast all day just drinking?
Just drinking.
Just getting hammered.
Yeah.
And just like watching TV.
Wakes up, goes back downstairs, starts drinking.
How many days
again.
would you do it?
Yeah. Probably a couple days.
Yeah.
Probably for
I
maybe
would
like a
just
week at a
immediately
time.
start getting drunk in the morning, just going, well,
and then you have to find
I'm not going to have a hangover tomorrow.
Right at that point, you're like, let me literally try and drink myself to death.
Yeah.
Like,
why not?
Let's,
Fuck it. I'm going to sit in this chair and drink till I fucking pass out.
Cold.
And I'll wake up and...
This is the part where he becomes Batman.
This one, okay, so this is when it turns really dark. This is the part of the movie where he shifts from like kind of having fun with it. He discovered that there's no consequences to his action. He had fun.
He struck out with her. She was starting to kind of make him happy, and he kept striking out with her, and he's just like, fuck it.
And now the mundanity of it and the gravity of the situation is set in, and he's like, you know what?
Fuck it.
He's pathetic. Yeah, he's
This is where he starts getting kind of suicidal.
How many of those goddamn things do you think they went through?
Those don't break that easy, too.
And they were like, Timex, we need you to sponsor our thing. We need some alarm clocks.
I want to see the day where he just starts smashing his head against it until it breaks.
There is no way that this winter is ever going to end as long as this groundhog keeps seeing.
Oh, so
This
now
is the
he's
moment.
This is where he...
It's like, wait a minute.
This little rodent.
He's got to be stopped.
It's the groundhog.
He has a vendetta
It's
now.
the groundhog. That's what's doing it.
Yeah. That's where he kind of... I mean, think about it. At that point, it would make sense in your head.
Hey, I'd start like doing everything.
I'd try everything.
I'd try everything.
Maybe I got to fucking kill this goddamn groundhog.
This groundhog is at the epicenter of this occurrence.
Yeah.
And I have to skin it.
He's got to go.
And I have to eat its eyeballs.
Yeah. And I have to hang his skin in town square.
Yeah.
and then
burn
murder everybody in the town.
Have to burn this effigy.
No, what? He skins the groundhog.
Wears
wears
it as
his
his-
fur on
wears
his
it as
face.
face.
While he goes on a fucking massacre.
Oh yeah, that's good.
See, in the video game,
So
that
the
would be an
last thing
option.
that every
That would be
member
an
of that
option.
town sees is Punxsutawney Phil's fucking face on his, and he murders them all.
I really want this truck, by
That's
the way.
that's the
Yeah.
comic book I'm gonna write. The comic book I'm gonna write. That's a young William H. Macy in the background.
Was it? I want that truck really bad.
Get the word out. Somebody kidnapped Bill. We're going after
God,
Get the
what
word
guy?
out.
What's the movie that I'm thinking of? That guy's voice.
He's been in so much
Yeah.
things, dude. Probably like
He's always been like an
Yeah.
angry teacher, or an angry cop, or an angry boss.
probably like Grumpy Old Man or some shit.
Yeah, we'll see.
I too think
Our
I've seen him in so
fact
many things, and I
checkers.
can't recall. Get him, boys! Gotta save that rodent, that groundhog.
Groundhogs are rodents, aren't they?
I believe so.
I believe they are rodents. Yeah. That groundhog. You gotta save that groundhog there. Excuse me, mister. Can I offer you a hot dog?
Would you like a hot dog? We gotta save that groundhog.
Look at, oh my god, I love it. Look.
just the side of your eye.
And so apparently, several of the groundhogs bit him during filming.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes,
they're not
absolutely.
They're pretty cantankerous.
Bill Murray
Yeah.
did not get along with the groundhogs, especially in this scene. He got
They're-
bit.
yeah.
He got bit by this groundhog.
They're really cantankerous.
Well, they're very
yeah.
close to fucking porcupines.
No,
I mean,
they're rats. Oh yeah, that's a rodent too.
It's like
Yeah,
a
they're not-
rat. We would have a neuter rat.
they're not a
Neuter
comfortable
rat.
thing to hold in your hand.
If it comes out of its swamp hole.
I mean, look at
then-
that thing. He does. It does. You can tell it doesn't want to
Oh,
be
man.
held.
I love this scene so
I love
much.
that
Apparently, they named them all the same thing. They had a bunch of different ones to play
I
the
wonder
part.
how many
and
died
they-
during filming.
Well,
They settled
none
on-
of them because they had dead people there.
But they settled on-
Apparently, none of them were happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, watch. I love, dude, this movie takes like a turn right here at this scene, and it's shot totally different, and it shows like with a really
This
long.
is like a Dukes of Hazzard kind of thing.
Yeah, it shows with this really long telephoto
chase.
lens. This lens is only used once, and it's right here. Look how long that lens
Yeah.
is.
It's all flat.
And it's
Truck
all
comes
clear
out.
too. That's the.
I think they borrowed it from the production of Cobra. They're like, it's coming out. It's like, wow, wow.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, he was in fucking Ghostbusters too. The guy, the mayor.
Oh yeah.
He was a psychiatrist in Ghostbusters too.
Oh, dang, that's
He's
right. The
probably done a
TV
lot of voice
psychiatrist,
acting.
right?
he was
I'm
National
sure.
Lampoon's Christmas.
He was a
in
TV psychiatrist,
Caddyshack.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was in
I
Caddyshack.
think he was like one of the golf announcers, or like he was
Yeah.
one of the lead.
But
guys.
no, Phil just told you not to do it.
So
Phil
this is
said
the first.
don't do it.
Look, this scene right here is the first time that he actually committed suicide.
Holy
No, don't do it.
shit.
No, Phil's in the car. Don't do
Okay,
it.
hold on. We'll wait till this is over.
But,
Puts it-
but this
Phil's
is
in the
it.
car.
This is
Don't
the
do it.
first time that he commits suicide.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
He tries to take him out with him.
Phil. Oh my god.
Like, what do you think one of the early attempts is? He just like
I
just
can't
walks up
watch.
and just cracks his neck.
Okay, this is about to blow y'all's
It's
fucking
even
mind.
humorous too.
This is about to blow y'all's fucking mind. Listen to this.
Might be okay. Dude, that's why this is my favorite dark comedy
That's-
of all time. Because even in
Probably
the
not
darkest
now.
moments of the
You can hear the
film,
little squeak, the
No,
little squeak of the groundhog dying. in
That's
the
always
fire.
a classic. You think they'll be okay, and then
Yeah.
something, yeah.
No.
Take it
Or like,
all
oh no,
in
he'll
the
be
night.
okay.
Okay,
We're gonna,
Okay,
we're gonna
no, no.
close this episode
Listen to
out
this.
with that song.
Listen
My
to
eyes were closed.
We were
Is he
talking.
okay?
Okay, we were talking about
Yeah,
other
he's
movies that had the same kind
Yeah,
of
that
the
guy.
premise and stuff.
Yeah.
and we're talking about you mentioned Memento earlier.
Yeah, yeah, just keep
About
me
how you
informed.
could film this in reverse
Right.
almost, and it could kind of be like Memento. Like he wakes up and in Memento.
There has to be fan edits.
Well, what was the actor? Memento. No, it was Christopher Nolan directed it.
That's I didn't mean Guy Ritchie.
The
I
actor.
meant,
I know you know who I'm talking
Christian
about.
Bale.
No. But you mentioned it like this kind of similar
Guy-
because every day that he wakes up,
This is your favorite scene,
Guy Pearce.
David?
Oh yeah.
Guy Pearce.
That's how you know.
Okay, listen to this,
That's
you
the
guys.
end of another day.
Zach, listen to this. So the guy Steven Tobolowsky that plays the devil life insurance man,
Yeah.
was fucking in Memento.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
what?
he was the guy that couldn't remember everything.
What?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he was.
And
he
what does
literally-
that
Needle
mean?
nose Neds? Are you trying to tell me right now that it is all connected?
God, thank God that's come back.
Are you trying
we
to
haven't
tell
done
me
that
that?
in a long time.
Are you trying to tell me
Nothing like a suicide montage.
That's
though.
pretty sad.
Suicide montage.
The guy that plays the devil
He's
slash
fucking
life
dead.
insurance
Look how dead he is.
was in Memento. And that's
That's
a weird
it's
coincidence.
all connected moment.
Yeah.
Was that the death from jumping off a building? Because you don't look like that when you jump off a building.
No, well, that was
That's
a
probably
different.
something
This was
else.
a different
Yeah,
death.
that's a different
Yeah.
one. That's
Yeah.
probably
Like he probably
electrocution or
spent
something.
like a good month.
There's
trying to
probably
get himself.
100
he hung
other
himself.
deaths.
You see the
Suicide
line
montage.
on
And
his
he's
neck.
probably died other times just attempting crazy shit. You know.
Well, yeah, the toaster in the bathtub.
Our favorite. Yeah.
I'm a god.
I'm a god.
Not the god. I'm just a god.
You folks ready to order?
This whole movie could also be misconstrued as like somebody that gains faith
Oh, sure. I
that
guess,
what
I guess
that
so,
didn't
yeah.
believe in God and stuff, and then realizes, well, there has to be if this is
the
happening.
5 people you meet in heaven.
Yeah, if
that's
this is
true.
happening, there has to be a God because why else would this be happening to me? And I better learn to accept Jesus into
No,
my
it's
heart.
like I said at the beginning, is like
Or the
it's
devil,
like-
or needle nose
It's like
Ned.
he
This
becomes
is definitely
enlightened.
purgatory.
He becomes enlightened. You know.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
accept. I would accept that I'm mentally ill long before I accepted the existence of God in this situation.
Well, he's also like
I would
he
just say
also has
that.
a huge ego. That they started the whole film with
This
they set
is-
him up. His character has a huge ego.
as if any one of us here don't have
But
one.
look, like what
No.
he kind of explains pretty
No,
well
he's-
right
yeah,
now.
Yeah, look.
He's like, you don't think I'm a god?
Self-aware.
Look, I know all this shit about her, and I just met her.
More than anything else in her life, she wants to see Paris before she dies.
Now, how would I know that? I just met her.
Boy,
Yeah.
would I.
This is Debbie Kleiser.
I'd be like, okay, maybe you are a god.
I mean, you could play any kind of role you wanted to at that point.
Debbie is having second thoughts.
But it also shows all these different people that he's interacted with that we didn't see in the film.
Right, right. And it's like,
He's-
how many
he's
days
spent
did that
time
fucking
with
So
take?
it's
all of these
these people, yeah.
Why would
all
you
the
not?
stuff.
Yeah.
This movie actually was originally 10 hours.
I am gay.
That was Jack McBraier's dad.
Retired on half a day after 20 years.
Excuse me. Is this some kind of trick?
It's not a trick.
Real God uses
This movie actually was originally 10 hours long.
so long, he knows everything.
They had to do a severe edit.
Who's that?
What?
This is Tom.
Wait,
It just
what?
took
Are you
10 years.
serious?
It
Yeah.
was a 10-hour long movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the stuff.
Yeah.
Baby.
And this is all probably mostly improv in a way.
See, she
Probably.
He does a lot
yeah,
of
he's probably just
improv.
making this shit up. Yeah.
gets real excited.
There's no reason why he shouldn't.
It's true.
How do you know these people?
I told you, I know everything.
I know everything when it comes to
You see,
Punxsutawney.
even how
this
he's get,
diner.
even how
This-
he's dressed.
Yeah, this place.
Well, you also got to think is like as you age, you change as a person as you go through experiences and things like that. Like we've all had a period where a dark period, you know, where we're a shitty person and we said I don't want to be that person anymore. We changed, and it's like this is kind of what happened. Like he started the movie where he dressed a certain way. Now he dresses more like. I mean, he looks
He's
like.
kind of just doesn't care. He's like, I'm not going to put on a suit
Sure.
and tie every day. Fuck it.
But he's become that person though. You know, it's not so much that he's like
Not take
he's
things
given
so
up.
seriously.
He's just like he's become that person through this experience,
For French poetry and rhinestones.
Oh.
and he's become really fond of this person.
Yeah. This is like the one person that really kind of.
Like he's
Seems-
the only one that he's become
She is
You know,
the person that's
fond of
changed
her.
him.
yeah.
Because all the time, even though he did strike out and fuck it up every fucking time,
Well, he's always struck out.
she's
always
always
struck
the
out, yeah.
person that
She's the unobtainable.
that is every day.
Yeah.
She's the one person that he probably encounters that is
Right.
nice and
Which
genuine.
which
and-
is also creepy
sweet.
because like to her, like from her situation, she's being completely taken advantage of.
no, yeah, manipulated to fuck. And who's to say that if this whole thing didn't happen, that then they never would have fallen in love if he didn't have all this time to spend with her over years for him.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a very strange concept that if we were
It
to,
wouldn't have happened
if we were to
in-
pick it apart morally,
Oh, we could
it would
go down
just,
a
it would just fall
massive
apart.
rabbit
You
hole.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it would fall apart. And then,
I mean, but
the
his
problem
morals are
today,
different from ours.
But the problem today, like with people that are creating movies, is that they do that. They before they even sit down and write, they pick things apart morally.
Yeah.
And they won't even start. Like this would be a non-starter because of the implication. You know what I mean? Like
Or because the studio would be like, no, you have to explain this more.
Right, and it's like-
nowadays the problem
but you-
with directors
but you
is
really
they
don't.
they fucking hold your hand through everything and
Yeah.
explain every goddamn little thing
I
to you.
agree
It
wholeheartedly.
was like that
This
movie. I told you about that was
this
pure
movie took a
exposition,
chance
yeah.
and just
It really did.
hoped that their audience was intelligent enough to know that there was a lot more going on.
Well, this is that's what's crazy is like I didn't think about any of this shit the whole time I've known this movie existed until like we picked.
I don't
this
think
movie.
you did either. Like a lot.
no,
Yeah.
It's
and
crazy.
and honestly, even before tonight, I've never really understood why this movie is considered a comedy.
It's a dark comedy.
I have never considered. I don't even know if I'd call it a dark comedy because there's no real parts in this movie where I'm really just kind of like. And there's maybe a couple parts where I chuckle.
Well,
but
it's
like
it's
really,
a it's a shitty person of a character.
Yeah,
we get to make fun of his.
He's not a likable person at the beginning. He's a cynical guy. It's a very right from the get go of this movie. It's downbeat. There's not a lot of like, oh, this part's really hilarious, and even the parts you laughed at,
considering the current,
like the part like where he explodes, you're like, oh, I hope so.
It was
it's like
funny.
you laugh, but then you go, oh, well, that's not something you should laugh at. That's kind of fucked up. He just committed.
Let me explain it.
He just committed fucking suicide.
Yeah,
and I'm laughing at it. Like,
so let me explain. Let me explain the difference between comedy and drama.
I mean, there's like a new category, like a comedic drama.
There's a serious. So there is a structural difference between comedy and drama. Right, and it's really, really, really easy, and those are a dichotomy, right? Everything falls under that. Really, it's a duality.
This could be considered a romantic comedy.
No, that's just a comedy,
or a dark comedy. It blurs the lines.
But I'm just saying, in terms of storytelling, there's only comedy and drama when you get down to it, and I'll tell you exactly what they are. It's the markers. A comedy starts off bad and ends good, and a drama starts off good and ends bad. If you look at,
I don't think it's that black and white.
No, it is.
I'm telling you,
it is.
I mean, think about it. Odysseus, like you tell the same seven stories. That's why we talked about the archetypes.
Elizabethan era, like with Shakespeare, they pointed this out. That's comedy drama. The masks, the two masks. You know what I mean? Like of theater. Like there's only comedy and drama, and it really does do this. This movie starts off bad and ends good. It starts off in a shitty situation, a blizzard, and all that, and ends in like the perfect day. He gets what he wants. Therefore, it's a comedy. If you look at something that's a drama, it starts off good, and then things go to shit.
Yeah.
Not much of this is obvious comedy, is what you're saying. I mean,
it's not obvious. That's what Tim's saying.
Oh, now we feel bad for him because he's staying up as late as he possibly can.
And because she knows he likes that. She likes that poetry.
He's got 3 hours, and he's just trying to just make this. And
that's how he learned French.
Yeah, I mean, really, in this film, the only serious, like, goofy comedy shit was in the shower. But
this is where it gets kind of gets sad.
He's funny because he's an asshole, and it's funny to watch people be an asshole. You know,
it's very sad, but
you don't identify with him because you're like, man, he's a jerk. Yeah. So but you hope things turn out okay.
This is the third act.
Yeah,
we're now in the third act.
Well, you know that because the music shifted.
Well, the music shifted, but
there's more horns in the score
But he's
right
finally
now.
he's a completely different person than he was in the beginning.
And he's actually falling in love.
Now he has to figure out how he can make this happen.
Well, yeah, he's not robbing a bank right now. He's just sitting there watching her sleep.
Yeah, he's kind of like
which is not creepy at all.
He's found something to live for. I guess
that's not creepy at all.
Yeah, not creepy at all.
No, I mean, I do that all the time. You know, just sit there and
don't
watch
we
people
all
sleep.
don't we all put our lives on pause?
That's called love.
We're going through a tough situation.
It's called love.
It's called love.
And it's good to know that like you can put your life on pause and do crazy stuff, and then come back to who you are and become a better.
So your Wild
Oats.
Maybe this is just a whole like coming of age story.
Yeah, but he's like 40.
God, this movie could be considered so many. This is a coming of age story.
There's a reason it's a classic.
Yeah. On a completely unrelated note, I'm thinking about joining RuPaul's
It fills
Drag
a lot
Race.
of holes.
How do you boys?
Maybe your next sex tape, Aaron.
Would y'all support me for that?
I would definitely support you for that.
You have great.
For what?
Yeah.
RuPaul's. I think about joining RuPaul's Drag Race.
You already have the wardrobe.
How did we get there?
You already have the wardrobe.
How did we just jump to fucking RuPaul's Drag Race?
I don't know, but I'll support you.
You're becoming the person that you're meant to be, and
they're talking. and
hey man, don't put you on pause.
Well,
you be you.
Wow. That's the support I need. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll tell you whatever you need to hear.
So it's like some magic juju that goes on where he could
spooning you.
He could never stay awake till 6. Like, could you imagine?
That's the cutoff.
Devil magic.
But you also there's another thing.
He has to be asleep by then.
He's tried.
I'm thinking
so many
about it now.
times to stay awake.
It's like this is what he wants right now. But how he has to get to this point is going to take almost so 3:00. It's going to take 21 hours of concerted effort and doing the same thing to get to that pleasure. Like, it's going to take all this work every single day
to make it the perfect day.
Okay,
Yeah.
and here to take it
Yeah.
a step further.
But does he
it's-
wake up well rested?
No,
Like,
no.
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
Does it feel like 8 hours
He's
to him?
brand new. He cholesterol.
Yeah,
all
that's
that.
true.
He's
He's brand new,
But
yeah.
however he felt the day that he woke up the first time, that's how he feels. But it's another step.
he has all
of-
the memories.
But it's another step of like the work toward a relationship. Like if you want this kind of relationship that makes you so happy, you have to put in a lot of work to do it.
It's called
Yeah.
edging.
Yeah, no,
It's called
love-
edging.
love-
Oh look,
Yeah.
this is the first time that he's given. This is the first time he's given the old man money.
The first time he stops, yeah.
Have y'all
Y'all
seen
into
this?
edgies?
Look,
Yeah.
this is a turning point. This is where he actually starts becoming
Love-
just.
Yeah, but because he has to wake up very early.
No,
he has to
it's-
wake up at 6 every morning. Like
This is
that's,
where he
that
starts-
guy gets shit done.
This is where he
fucked.
just starts doing things because
Yeah, he's
Get
being
the
good
nice.
of it.
Yeah.
For the
He's
good
being
of it.
nice.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
he got that
yeah.
hit of like that good dopamine from being sweet to somebody, and he's like, "Fuck, I bet other people like this."
I
Let me
want
just
more
do
of
this."
that. Yeah.
This is humanitarian
This
era.
is a really good. This is a really psychological. Like this would be a
Yeah.
fun movie to pick apart in like.
and
a
he's not
psych class.
gaming it. Like before,
Like
before
seriously, like
If
this
I
is
was
a
if I
good-
was like a theater teacher, I would show
Dude.
this
Oh, yeah.
movie all the time.
Theater, but psychology.
But, like,
Psychology, both. Yeah.
before he was like just trying to game the
Behavioral,
system. He
you know?
learned only what he needed to learn to like get the effect he needed to get, and he was
Yeah.
gaming the system.
But now he knows that that's what he's doing.
now he's just trying to create the perfect day for everyone in Punxsutawney. You know what I mean? He's got the coffee. He's giving the old man some monies.
He's going to catch some trays later at a diner, I'm sure.
Like you say, like the lesson he had to learn. It's the God damn it. The quote, like he has to fall in love. Like love, like you said, takes effort. It takes
Yeah.
work. It's hard work.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen overnight.
It's crazy. He's become a wizard.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Like
Like he really has. It's like you
it
experience something.
hurts.
Like you experience so many people hurting. There's only a certain amount of time before you can.
Well,
like,
what he
relate
did
to that.
before, like Morgan
And now
Freeman
he
said
actually,
it.
he's become so attached to so many people and learned so much about. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like reading a lot of books. You become more intelligent. Like he's experienced so much more that he like knows that other people feel.
Well,
how
he's
I
starting
do too.
he's starting to appreciate it.
Yeah,
He-
well,
he-
or at least
instead of-
respect it.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a freedom too. I think he realized that there's a freedom in this cage.
He's going
Here
back
we
to
go.
the piano.
We know
yeah,
he learned piano here.
He started to learn piano, but he was sitting there in that
He's
diner with
becoming
a stack of
enlightened.
books. Right? He was sitting there with,
Really?
with a stack of books while he was listening to the piano.
Can we look at the titles of the books? Or?
They were just something, but it was like
It's probably
even though
it's probably Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
willing to bet
probably,
that's there.
but even though he wakes up in the same place every day,
But he's still a jerk to that little girl. He
Every
just
day
shoved her
could
out the
be-
door.
Well, he probably robbed
He
the,
gains
the
the
bank
knowledge.
and then gave her
Probably.
a stack of cash.
Probably.
Every
I
day
bet-
he
I-
gains the knowledge
I
from the
bet
day
there were
before.
some things
Yeah.
he did that he did every day because they were beneficial to what he was doing.
Which is
he
what
probably
Aaron was
robbed
saying.
the bank
Yeah,
every
that's what-
day.
yeah.
I mean, he still hadn't learned his
Yeah.
lesson.
Of
Then.
course he did.
No. It's just like it's like I'm trying to figure it out. It's like I need this money, so let me go. I mean, all he did was walk. He didn't hurt anybody. He walked up, took the money, and then walked
Yeah.
away. You know.
For his own personal gain.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to pay off your piano teacher,
No, but he just made that guy feel good.
I mean,
He did make that guy
Man,
feel
my,
real
my
good.
piano teacher is going to come.
she kicked that
Break
bitch
my
out.
kneecaps.
She kicked that little bitch out, like you know.
Oh, God.
I can't believe. I thought that the piano moment happened earlier in the film.
I don't even remember that piano moment.
Are you serious?
I don't remember
You
him.
really haven't watched this.
I don't
in a long
remember
time.
him learning piano.
He's learned
for-
to ice sculpture?
And no, okay, think about how fucking long that took him to learn.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, so-
how
so-
many months, if not
So
years?
We've gotten past.
How many years it took him to learn how to do an ice sculpture like that?
The third act is his enlightenment.
That's at least a couple years.
The third act is the beginning of his enlightenment stage, and he's like, I'm done like trying to kill myself. I'm done trying to murder people. I'm done trying to get laid.
Use this to make myself a better person.
Exactly. Like he's gotten past all the carnal
Yeah.
desires, and now he's like, he had that one taste of like what you could get if you actually like fulfilled the needs of
Yeah.
another person. So let me go become something that somebody
Yeah.
would want.
Maybe use this like if you could spend 24
It's almost
hours.
like it's leveling up. Like
Yeah.
now he's leveling up.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
He's grinding.
yeah, he's grinding the fuck out. Yeah, yeah.
He's
That's it.
grinding.
That's it.
It's
He's
become a
grinding.
grind movie
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
grinding.
This
He's
is a
ki-
grindhouse
he's
movie now.
killing-
Hey-o.
He's killing pigs in fucking the early stages of WoW, so that he
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
so that whenever he first wakes up in the morning,
He's
he's
farming.
already going to be the person that she wants him to
Yeah.
be. You know?
Yeah. He's spending every day.
He's hugging this guy.
He's spending every day trying to get as much XP as he can every day.
Yeah, and he saves it up. It doesn't matter if you die.
He's just saving up his XP.
You die and you reload
and you
that
respawn,
save, and you're good.
Yeah, this is Call of Duty.
It auto saves every day.
Yeah, this is Call of Duty. Yeah, every time you die, you respawn,
and at first,
you still get that XP.
At first, it's annoying because you have to go through the motions.
Wait.
Until you get the good shit.
Yeah.
This is very emotional.
Oh yeah, he tries to save this guy, right?
Yeah, this is incredibly emotional. It's just
like to the point where he almost learns medical knowledge to do it.
Yeah, it's true.
But
he starts trying to save the guy.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna give it away. We'll just let it.
Let's just what? Yeah.
This is a solemn moment.
Well, he just passed away.
He did.
What did he die of?
He was just old. It was just his time.
That's not good enough.
I want to see his chart. Excuse
It's like, I'm God.
Yeah.
But he's not saying it and I'm God like, I can do, fuck it, I can
But he's
this
like,
guy.
maybe I can
saying-
change this.
No, he's saying
Maybe
like, no, this isn't right. I can do something. to
Maybe
make
there's
this-
something I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's literally thinking like, this
If I
person doesn't need
if
to
I just know what it is.
what a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Problem is that old guy's fucked. Like his heart.
Well,
is,
that's the thing. Like, and he has to
yeah.
accept the fact that he can't change that.
Well, we're kind of.
He's very so he starts spending time with them.
Yeah.
He knows he can't save him.
No.
So he just wants.
No, he's still thinking he can save him.
But but he just wants to spend time with the guy too.
He's
he
trying
wants,
to figure out his like I said, like if he
And even if he can't save him.
We're doing last meal right here.
Sure.
But he's see, look.
But if he's been there for 30 years, like he knows that he's going to die a lot before he figures it out. But he's dead set on figuring it out. Like he probably spent days not even talking to him, learning CPR from the CPR, like the local doctor. Like he stole money to pay the local doctor to teach him CPR.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
or he just spent or he's spent who knows
there's
how
a lot
many
of days in there.
I love the idea that like that's part of his routine is like stealing that bag of money from that money
well,
truck.
he has a checklist, but this is all in his head. This is all, you know. I'm willing to bet that he steals from the truck every day because he hurts nobody.
Day.
It hurts nobody.
It funds
and it's easy.
Yeah.
He's got to be there at the right. He could probably just like plan it into his route.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Walk up, take it, and then you're done. And then you can do everything else you need to do. Like he has to steal the money. It's just like GTA. You have to steal the money every day.
Yeah, every time you get arrested, you lose money. I think he just started spending time with the old man too because he realized because the nurse was like he's just old. He died.
You're gonna give up and then you'll get back at it, but you'll give up and just be like, I'm just gonna give him a couple of good days.
I don't think he wasn't trying to like save him.
No.
He just wanted to like spend time with the guy.
Give him a good day.
So he probably spent months and months just hanging out with that guy. He's like, this is gonna be this old man's final day. I'm gonna make sure his final day is a really good day.
Right? While I was in the bathroom,
he probably
did the old
did
man
it several
die?
times.
Yeah, that whole fucking
to the
sad
point where
shit.
if you don't spend the night with him, you feel guilty.
Yeah.
If you spend that much time with him.
if he has that opportunity to make that guy's final
Yeah,
day,
but he can't control it though. He's
and at first he wants to control it.
Yeah,
he wants to look at the chart and
because
fix
he
it.
thinks he's a god.
Yeah, exactly. But then he realizes when he's sitting in that diner giving him food, he just realizes he can't.
But
here we go.
Well, see, that was the act that turned him.
Well,
that was the act that
he
turned
can't
him from
stop
him
the man.
realizing he's not God.
Here's
just
his Good
stuck.
Samaritan rampage.
He can't stop the old man from
Saves the
dying. But he's
boy.
going to make us.
This is the opposite of GTA.
And he saw that boy die several times before he actually did anything about it.
Oh no, that
Or
would
get hurt seriously. Yeah.
And this is part of
Paralyzed.
a relief from him not being able to save the old guy. He's like, at least I can save the kid.
He wants to become a
I can
superhero
catch
now.
the kid.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
well,
Yes.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean? He wants to go around.
Are you with the auto club?
Well, there's probably a little
look.
part of him saying like maybe if I do good things, if I fix all these problems, then I'll get out of this. You know,
He wants to start going, okay, if I have the opportunity to see bad things before they fucking happen, basically, is what's happening. He sees bad things before they happen.
but that's not the lesson. The lesson.
No, but
is
I'm
that
saying,
you're
but that's what he's doing right now.
I know, but that's what the film says to him. Is like, that's not your lesson, motherfucker. Like,
Well, that's
you can't fix all the problems in the world. You're not God. You need to fix yourself.
yeah.
And that's the turn. You know?
But this is part of him fixing himself is wanting to help other people. It's very very similar to Scrooge.
Yeah.
Heimlich.
It's very very similar to Scrooge.
Heimlich
it's the same
2,
fucking movie as Scrooge.
Yeah.
1.
You take a
Oh,
shitty
there we
character and then you teach him a
All
lesson
done.
through experience.
Yeah.
And then he becomes somebody
And
he
yeah.
changes. You know, that's that's the story.
Yeah.
That's the basic story of a lot of
Yeah.
Also, if you're going to wear a vest,
that's
match remotely
my,
with your
my
wardrobe.
friend. What is
They
it?
have to learn a
What is the
lesson,
other
go
movie
through
he was
a hard
in
time,
with
and-
Richard Dreyfuss.
What about Bob?
Yeah, what about Bob?
Yeah,
Same-
Richard
same
Dreyfuss's
fucking story.
character, yeah.
Same story. Richard Dreyfuss had to become a better person
Yeah.
because he had to deal with this crazy,
But then he learned from the idiot. I mean, look at Forrest Gump.
And he's learning from a town of idiots. So.
Of Mice and Men. That's not the same thing. Y'all haven't read Mice and Men, have you?
Hey,
Oh, really?
you at all interested in seeing the inside of the van?
Oh, wow. What a line.
Okay, look, that's never worked for me. That is literally, I have a bus, and it's literally 0 times has it.
But it sounds a lot creepier when you say van.
The van works.
You want to see the inside of my van?
The van actually works more. Because the caliber of chick,
I swear I won't rape you.
We were just going to go to the party.
And then you open the van and there's like candy and bicycles.
Oh, yeah, this is bad. That sounds badass.
You want to
Is
go?
there a van?
You
Is
want
there
to
candy and
go? I
bicycles?
got one out back, man.
Fuck, dude.
Go down there. I'll
trying
meet
to
you.
get in that. I'm trying to get in that thing, man. What's up?
Phil's already at the party, ladies and gentlemen.
He is
Phil's
at the
partying all the time. Here we
We
go.
just jumped into Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, a little bit.
I could go off on a tangent and explain to you guys the religious philosophical like tones of how he actually does the Christ arc.
Oh, sure.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah,
yeah.
it's about like
No, that's what we've
finding.
been talking about.
There's other people can
Yeah.
say there's a heavy religious overtones
Right.
in this.
Oh,
Well-
yeah.
well-
it's purgatory. It's literally purgatory.
Well, religion isn't
Like, that's
just,
it. Like,
religion
that's-
just isn't just Christianity.
No, it's stories.
literally pervasive through every
They're
single.
all spokes on the wheel.
Ace of
That's what
Fables.
I've
Ace
always
of
said.
Fables.
I've always said,
That's
and
what-
I
that's-
didn't
that's
come
what
up with
religion
this.
is.
But all religions are like spokes on a wheel. They all come to the same
Yeah.
point. In
Right.
the middle of the
Absolutely.
wheel,
Yeah.
all those spokes
Yeah.
come to the same point. They're all the
Yeah.
same story. It's all the same thing.
So I hate.
That's
I
why
say it,
people
but-
fight over
but-
religion. It's just-
Uh,
So like
SM58, we got your boy Aaron recording on that mic that Bill Murray's talking into right now. Same mics. We got them throughout
Same
the
mic,
studio.
man.
I'm just saying, if
Same
Bill Murray
mic.
used it, then you're listening to the number one podcast in Beaumont, Texas. A to Z.
Number one.
Number one.
number one mic, dude.
Number one mic.
See, this is still
number
kind of
one podcast.
predatory. It's still kind of predatory that he spent years probably learning piano to seduce this woman.
what
Well, no,
else
but
are you
his
gonna
day
do,
is
man?
so much better now.
Yeah.
Like, all he does is wake up and he's like, I got a
Aaron.
gig tonight.
Yeah,
It's called love. Okay.
I forgot. I forgot.
You
what it's
spent
called.
that much time
What's
devoted.
love got to do
Well,
with
he doesn't
it?
lust for her anymore. He
Everything.
loves her now. He really
Everything.
does love her.
That's
Like,
true. He's not trying to get with the floozies.
It's beyond him playing the game, and him playing the game in a way that isn't manipulative of her. It's just like him being a person that she would want to fall in love with.
He's
Yeah.
not trying to manipulate her anymore. He's just
Well,
trying
yeah.
to like.
Well, I
be
wish
that
I
guy.
had all
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
foreknowledge of.
Don't we all? Isn't that why
Yeah.
movies are great?
When you love
It's
someone,
called escapism.
Yeah.
I guess we
go.
have Facebook for that nowadays. We can just go stalk
Fake
the
it.
person on
No, you can
Facebook
fake it also. You can make
and
it-
learn their hometown and
It's
their
all
favorite
all the
color
people
and
trying to get
fucking.
into A to Z movie night group, like
their
all those
movies.
motherfuckers. We know that you're bots.
We put all that shit out there for people
You're
these
living in
days.
the Philippines and you got
What are
a
your favorite
supermodel
books?
wife. Yeah.
So you go comment on her page. Hey, you quote her favorite book, and she's like, "Oh, I love that." I'm like, "Oh, I had no idea."
like,
That's
have
my-
you not stalked
That's
a
my
new
favorite
partner?
book before.
I
That's
love
my favorite.
transcendental
stalking.
Roman
It's
literature
It's not stalking.
too.
It's
I love it.
background checks.
y'all disappoint me.
I love
y'all,
essential.
y'all really disappoint me.
I'm
True
super
love.
into essential oils too.
Like, fuck, I love those crystals.
You have to learn that.
I love those salt lamps.
If you love
I
someone,
have a butt
you want to
crystal,
hang
too.
out
I
one
put it on
time
my
and
butt.
lick my butthole?
yeah. If you love
I
someone,
put a crystal in my butt too. It aligns my chakras.
yeah, you learn all
Yeah,
that.
Facebook is just set up
Hey, have
to
y'all,
fucking.
have y'all ever like
fast
had
track
a chick that you like did
gaslighting
you
people.
Did, you did the social media background check.
all he's doing
And
this
she
whole movie
posts-
is gaslighting
She
her.
posts.
No.
But the girl posts like the butthole moonlight trick.
Oh,
Like,
no, I don't
if they
know
ever
that.
post that meme,
I don't know that one. Send
Move
me
forward.
that link.
move forward in the situation. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I'll take
If
that
they
link
post
too.
that meme, like move forward.
I'll have that link as
Gotta
well.
charge that fucking crystal, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing creepy about what he's doing. If you love someone, you learn as
It
much
was
as you
creepy
can
to-
about
it-
them.
now it's not creepy.
This
It's
is
not
no
creepy
less
now.
creepy than Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Right.
No, it's
You
like
learn-
Almost
That
fucking
is
his
Yeah.
mom.
almost fucking his
That's
mom.
the creepiest. No,
That's
this,
pretty creepy.
This is this
hanging
is
out
normal.
with a 6-year-old disgraced
This is normal
astrophysicist or
This
whatever.
is what a human would do. This is what any of us would do. He's done it. Martin
Yeah.
McFly almost fucked his mom. I know he didn't want to.
He
tried
thought
not to.
about it.
He tried not to.
Now, if it was
He
a
thought about
if there was a
looking his
remake,
mom.
Totally hot,
if there was a
dude.
remake, it would have been a stepmom.
I mean,
it would have been a stepmom, and it would have been a different story. So, like, the remake needs to have a stepmom, and he needs to fuck her in the past.
There's a skit, and I'm going to go real quick, and I'll get back to the movie. There's a skit with John Mulaney hosted Saturday Night Live this last year, where he talks about how he did a sitcom about where the dad and the son switched brains, and so the son's brain is in the dad.
No, it's the joke. Would you rather
hold on. The jingle, the opening song for they show the cutback to the dad and the son switch bodies, and the son has sex with his mom because his brain is in the dad, and the son has to keep fucking the mom.
Yeah.
Look, here's a question.
It's so fucked up.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
No, don't even.
I'm gonna ask the question.
I'm out. Signing out. This is it.
No.
We don't have to answer. Just say
we
it.
went down this dark
You
path.
shut me down. I wanted to say it.
This
you
is-
need
no,
to
this
say
is
it.
down the
Let's
dark
cheers.
path.
Let's cheers to it. To the dark path.
Let's
To
cheers.
the
Okay.
new
Cheers to
worst
the dark-
thing we're about to ever say on this show.
This is the best A to Z
This
movie
is-
night that's come out in the last year.
Cheers to the worst thing that's ever been
No, I
said.
gotta say
Hey,
it first.
2020 new
Before
movie
we drink
night.
it, before we drink the cheers, I gotta say
Okay,
it. So
we don't have to answer. We just have to drink.
listen. If you're in the middle of your dad and mom, and your dad's dick is in your ass, and your dick is in your mom's pussy, are you gonna go forward or backward to get out of the situation?
That's when I get.
Let's drink.
You finish.
Let's
you
drink.
finish.
No, drink. Don't. The
drink.
answer is to drink. That's all. That's the only answer. Drink.
Oh God, that's the new worst thing ever said.
No, you finish. You finish, and then you go get your
We
toaster
gotta take.
and you put it in the
we
bathtub.
gotta make a trophy.
No.
We gotta make a trophy and just pass around each episode of who says the most fucked up thing holds the trophy for that week.
Where'd you learn
And
that?
then we pass it on.
Where'd you
Wait,
learn
who's
that
gonna
joke,
take? Who's
Aaron?
gonna take that medal?
Oh,
Who's gonna take-
Aaron just got the fucking trophy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
guys. I don't know. I just heard a thing and I stepped up.
You know what's sad? It's like I think the racist jokes are worse. The racist jokes are worse than
The rape,
then
the
the
rape, the
incest?
incest rape.
Then the
That's
parents-
it.
Okay.
And we are not commenting on whether or not, to our listeners,
Listen.
we are not saying what is worse. They're both abominations of human nature.
This is a poll question.
This is not something we are weighing
what
in
is-
on,
no,
by the
what
way.
is worse? What is worse? And you only have to drink to answer. What is
No.
worse? Incest or racism?
No,
Cheers.
no.
I'm not. No, I'm
Nope.
gonna get back
No,
to
you
the
just have
movie.
to drink. You
I'm
just
gonna
have
get
to-
back to the movie.
Racism
Look,
is
no
worse.
cheers.
Racism
They
is
got-
far
they got-
worse.
look,
Racism.
Look, they got Chris
No,
Elliott.
incest. Yeah.
Look,
Racism
racism
is
is
far
worse.
Look, let's get back to it. They got Chris Elliott up on here. It's a date bidding service,
I can't believe I
and the old lady
answered
said,
that. Just answered that
This
question.
is assuming that the incest is mutual.
No, let's get off this.
Wow.
"Yeah, let's get, let's go."
Wow.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
Wow. What? That's it. That's
This is my goddamn birthday
I agree with
episode.
Tim. I agree with Tim.
And
Let's
this is
back
going
to
to
the
get us
movie.
arrested.
And I'm the one that said the
Wow.
dang thing, and I say we get back to it.
Wow. Okay, I'm done. I'm checking out.
We're gonna have to-
I'm
Look, the
chilling
devil.
out.
Look, the devil's back.
Oh, there he is.
I still can't get over
He
the
said it was
fact
the
that
best
he's
day of
in
his
Memento.
life.
Yeah,
He said
that's crazy.
no. Talking about days happen over.
That's basically like
the devil
a
said, "This is
backwards
the
remake
be-
of this movie."
This is the best day of my life. You just made my day. I'm going to release you from
He just
this.
signed it.
Yeah.
He just signed it, bro.
He said,
That was
I'm
the
gonna-
scene.
He said, "This is the best day I've ever had. You did a
Look.
great job. I'm going to let you go."
He literally said that. He went up to him. He was like, "You know what?
This is the last night.
I will
This
buy
is-
some life
Hey,
insurance
this is
from you."
this is the last night.
The whole theory, I think, checks out.
Doesn't
It
it?
does.
It does, man. It checks
That's one of
out.
those.
Dude,
That's one of those
hey,
when fan
hey,
theories
hey,
are
hold on,
better
hold on,
than
hold
what
on.
the
Pour me
director
up,
intended.
Look,
When
dude,
fans
Bring it
fans
down,
come
bring it
up
down.
no. Okay, look.
when
look.
when fans come up with a better theory
No,
than the
no.
writer.
and then the
Harold Ramis
director
knew
goes
this. Harold Ramis
the
knew.
director goes, holy shit, I wish I would have
Look,
thought about that.
Cheers to Harold Ramis. Cheers to Harold Ramis.
All right, I'll cheers to
Is
that.
that
For
supposed to
writing
be?
such a crazy
Yeah, that's
movie.
Aiden
Like,
McDowell's face.
like that, he knew this whenever he wrote this.
How did he do?
He had
anything?
to.
That's where now I'm out
Like,
of the
and
movie.
this dude, like,
He was able to do her face perfectly.
cheers.
But it was snow, not ice. You know.
There was
That's
RIP.
where I draw the line.
He had special sculpting tools that we didn't have privy
Yeah.
to. We didn't see it. It was a jump cut.
jack-o'-lantern carving tools, or
It's possible.
He made it earlier in the day.
By the way,
He's a pro.
2 minutes ago, nobody's listening to this podcast.
They checked out. They checked out.
Last
This
part,
is just for us.
They're checked out.
Tim, it's your birthday.
Oh, fuck you!
Look,
no, that I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it worthwhile.
No, look, it's your birthday,
That was
Tim.
a big good back and
And
forth.
That was good.
Honestly, I don't care if anybody's listening because
That
it's
was
your
hilarious.
birthday, and this is
Yeah.
just us guys.
No, I don't.
And we're just hanging out,
Nobody's
my
lit-
dude.
Yeah.
Like honestly, we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Nobody's.
We're watching Bill Murray like make out with Andy McDowell.
This is basically
And
the
it's-
moment
This
it's
is the first
Scrooge.
appearance of Bill Murray, by the way.
And it finally starts
beautiful.
snowing
Oh,
again.
true Bill Murray.
Yeah.
and Andy McDowell.
This is the
Ooh,
first time
that's sweet kisses.
since the beginning of the movie that it's
Yeah,
actually
it
legit
really
snowing
is, yeah.
again.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was an explosion.
From
in it.
the-
Because he said
Yeah.
this is the best.
There's
day of my
been
life.
snow.
That's it. The
There's been
devil-
snow everywhere,
the
but
de-
it hasn't actually been
The
snowing.
devil said this is the best day of my life. Yeah, you can go.
That was backwards.
You're done. You know, like,
Uh-oh.
what is this?
Uh-oh.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh
How
my
do you?
God,
how
what?
do you-
Uh-oh.
What?
How do
I
you
thought it
know?
was over. I thought it was over.
I'd blow my
No,
brains
look,
out.
Look, just watch. Just watch.
I'd blow
Wait,
my brains out.
what do you mean
Let's
just watch?
just
He's waking up on the same day again. It's like bullshit.
This movie's never
tired
gonna
of
end.
this. I don't even want to watch this film anymore. This wait.
That boy
Fuck
Yo,
yes.
bro, he got laid.
He got laid. That's my boy.
Hey! If you get laid,
finally-
if you get laid and the day starts over, did you really get laid?
Did you really get laid though?
Yo, bro, he got laid and he did not stay.
Do
know
you
what I'm
even
saying?
remember getting laid?
He got laid. He did not stay.
I sure hope
that
she ain't pregnant.
That was the most legit response that I've ever seen in this studio.
Bro,
Like, I'm proud of all
bro,
of us. Like,
bro, if your day
Yeah.
be starting over, you know you dropping loads. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
all right, we got.
gotta
I'm
worry
gonna
about
turn
Yeah.
the volume
Oh,
up.
I hell is not using a condom if it's
Hell
Groundhog
no.
Day.
That girl pregnant. That girl pregnant. Not by me.
He said I can't even make it. He said you stayed. I can't even make a collie stay. That means he spent probably a month trying to train dogs.
trying to date. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he probably
That's
did.
another little thing that we didn't see. Yeah.
That's
He did-
true.
That one line.
probably did.
that
He
one
He's
line-
Ebenezer Scrooge right now. It's Christmas. I'm in love.
Yep.
I ain't never using condoms on
February
Groundhog's
and
Day.
you know what? That
February
doesn't
3rd.
negate this movie at all because goddamn, this is such a good movie.
Today is tomorrow.
This is such a great movie. See,
I'm really glad we did this
Look,
because this
that's-
really kind of
that's-
reintroduced me back to
well,
this movie.
Look, that's one of
and
the things that we found
remind
out
me
through,
why I love
through
it.
doing A to Z movie nights for
Why-
2
you
years.
love it, but it's not your favorite?
We found a lot of movies that we
Yes,
watched.
it might have moved up
we
the
did,
tier list.
We did
Just
because
tonight.
we did because they were popular and we loved them, and we did them, and it was like a treat to whoever loved that movie the most.
Yeah.
But like whenever we do this is like the only Akira that's worked because like we've rediscovered like not anything that we knew. We love this movie for a reason. We watched the shit out of it for a reason, and this is my final thoughts. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. But like we love the shit out of it for a reason, and all that aside. But like we realized
601.
We realized, wait, this is actually amazing for
666.
all.
And it reintroduces
601.
ourselves.
They're kissing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kissing.
It reminds you again why we love these fucking movies.
They kissing,
Yes.
Zach. They kissing.
That's what I said. I was like, man,
For
I had-
real though.
I hadn't
You know?
seen it. I hadn't seen it in years, and I was like, you know what? It was this. This was really. This was a treat because
Well,
it
we'll
reminded
give-
me that this is.
You know something? Let's
And we went into a lot of
let's
levels.
give-
we
let's
could have
give
got.
you-
We went
it's-
down some rabbit holes
look.
tonight.
It's your birthday. Let's give you the last.
Oh,
We're gonna give you the last
First
word.
and last.
I mean,
Well,
we're there.
there's
they're
a-
just doing the wrap up.
They have the
just a
after
wrap
credit
up, yeah.
sequence where they do
whatever.
anal, right? Where you get.
Okay, it's done.
They do the they do the deleted
Alright.
scenes.
You have the floor.
No. It's
No.
Tim's going last.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's David. David, last final thoughts.
Oh, I'm listening like I don't know who this is, but I love it. But yeah, Bill Murray. I'm just sorry. I'm in love with Bill Murray. He's my future partner. He's my life
Sammy Davis
partner.
Jr. Same thing.
I can't ever be disappointed by that man. And the philosophical conversations we've had based upon what has occurred in this film, just a great time. I love all you gentlemen.
Thank you.
And on we move.
We love you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, like, man, I really did like this movie has always been kind of a solo thing for me. I watch it when it comes on, and I've always really sort of digested it by myself. I've never really had anybody to talk to about it. You know, there's theories that I've thought about it. It's my favorite dark comedy of all time. It really is. Like, there's no movie that's where somebody commits suicide.
It established a trope.
Like, there's no movie where somebody commits suicide like 8 times.
The Burbs was a dark comedy.
Okay, look, this is my favorite dark comedy. I like it better than The Burbs. I hate to tell you, I don't care. but there's no movie where somebody commits suicide like 16 times, and I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It never-
what
and
is
you
it
can
from?
laugh about it.
Like,
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I love
Yeah.
it. I love Harold Ramis. I love Bill Murray. It's a great movie, and I'm really proud that it shares the same day with my boy here, Tim. It's his birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Final
birthday.
thoughts.
Thank
Go
you.
to Tim.
Thank you.
Last
Yeah,
final
you have the
thoughts.
floor, sir.
This was like I said, this is a fucking fantastic film. We had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't want to ever say one episode is better than the other one, but we had a lot of fun tonight.
Puxatony Tim.
This
is our-
true Asian. Anyway,
We put our listeners through the ringer tonight. I'll say that.
We did.
I feel
We
sorry
did,
for
we
their
did, we did.
eardrums.
We went down some rabbit holes, but I think that's the great thing about this movie is there was so many theories about it, and we came up with our own, even on top of what
and
is
then we
online.
enveloped on them. Yeah.
And then even took those down further. So this was a fun movie. Like I said, I'm glad I got back introduced to it. Now I don't have to watch it when it's on TBS on my birthday.
But also, it moved up a tier for
so
you, did it not?
cheers.
No, it moved up a tier. Right?
Cheers. I got
Happy
some.
Groundhog Day.
You said
Yeah.
Happy Tim Day.
it's okay now, right? It's
Happy
good.
Punxsutawney
It moved
Tim
up.
Day.
All right.
Well,
To fill in Tim.
Just for all the different theories, I'd have to bump it up the list.
Yeah, dude. It's
it's a
almost
masterwork. It's a masterwork.
Honestly, you could even put it like a sci-fi realm too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
really could. Yeah.
it fits so many different pegs.
It's like philosophical,
there's
sci-fi,
so many
yeah,
holes
yeah.
you could
It's
put
weird.
it in.
It's-
Naming your next sex tape.
so many
There's
holes
so many holes you can put it in.
And the episode is done.
Special thanks to the members of Punxsutawney Groundhog
Trees.
Club.
A
I said
poem by
the
George
Groundhog.
Comer.
So there's like
All
a
right.
club.
All right.
Oh yeah. Look at that. That's weird.
Animal action was
All right.
monitored. Blah blah blah.
Welcome
Boys.
back. Well, 2020 A to Z movie night. We're
Blah, blah, blah.
going.
No rodents were raped
doing-
during the making of this episode.
That's how it's going to end.